hold you back. Romans 12:2.
For behold, ye have accused him that he sought power and authority over you. But I know that he hath not sought for power nor authority over you, but he hath sought the glory of God and your own eternal welfare.
Ye have murmured because he have been plain unto you. You say that he hath used sharpness. You say that he hath been angry with you. But behold, his sharpness was the sharpness of the power of the word of God, which was in him. And that which ye call anger was the truth, according to that which is in God, which he could not restrain, manifesting boldly concerning your iniquities.
And it must needs be that the power of God must be with him, even unto his commanding you that ye must obey. But behold, it was not he, but it was the Spirit of the Lord which was in him, which opened his mouth to utterance, that he could not shut it.
And now my son remain, and also Lemuel and Sam, and also my sons who are the sons of Ishmael. Behold, if ye will hearken unto the voice of Nephi, ye shall not perish. And if ye will hearken unto him, I leave unto you a blessing. Yeah, even my first blessing. But if ye will not hearken unto him, I take away my first blessing. Even my blessing, and it shall rest upon him.
From the hidden stash, chapter 31, Boj. And the darkness left the eyes of Isaac, and he saw the two sons of Jacob, Levi and Judah, and he said, Are these thy sons, my son? For they are like thee. And he said unto him that they were truly his sons. And thou hast truly seen that they are truly my sons. And they came near to him. And he turned and kissed them and embraced them both together. And the spirit of prophecy came down into his mouth. And he took Levi by his right hand and Judah by his left. And he turned to Levi first and began to bless him first, and said unto him, May the God of all, the very Lord of all the ages, bless thee and thy children throughout all the ages. And may the Lord give to thee and to thy seed greatness and great glory, and cause thee and thy seed from among all flesh to approach him to serve in his sanctuary as the angels of the presence and as the holy ones. As they shall the seed of thy sons be for glory and greatness and holiness, and may he make them great unto all the ages. And they shall be judges and princes and chiefs of all the seed of the sons of Jacob. They shall speak the word of the Lord in righteousness, and they shall judge all his judgments in righteousness. And they shall declare my ways to Jacob, and my paths to Israel. The blessing of the Lord shall be given in their mouths, to bless all the seed of the beloved. Thy mother has called thy name Levi, and justly has she called thy name. Thou shalt be joined to the Lord, and be the companion of all the sons of Jacob. Let his table be thine, and do thou and the sons eat therefore. And may thy table be full unto all generations, and thy food fail not unto all the ages.
And let all who hate thee fall down before thee, and let all thy adversaries be rooted out and perish. And blessed be he that blesses thee, and cursed be every nation that curses thee.
And to Judah he said, May the Lord give thee strength and power, to tread down all that hate thee. A prince shalt thou be, thou and one of thy sons over the sons of Jacob. May thy name and the name of thy sons go forth and traverse every land and region. shall quake.
And all the people shall quake, and they shall be the help of Jacob, and in thee be found the salvation of Israel. And when thou sittest on the throne of honor of thy righteousness, there shall be great peace for all the seed of the sons of the beloved. Blessed be he that blesseth thee, and all that hate thee, and afflict thee, and curse thee, shall be rooted out and destroyed from the earth, and be accursed. And turning he kissed him again, and embraced him, and rejoiced greatly, for he had seen the sons of Jacob, his son in very truth. In the verse 16 chapter 31, they O.J. Miles McWalker go.
From the private stash, from an old book. And I exceedingly fear and tremble because of you, lest he shall suffer again. For behold, ye have accused him that he sought power and authority over you. But I know that he hath not sought for power nor authority over you, but he hath sought the glory of God and your own eternal welfare.
Ye have murmured because he have been plain unto you. You say that he hath used sharpness. You say that he hath been angry with you. But behold, his sharpness was the sharpness of the power of the word of God, which was in him. And that which ye call anger was the truth, according to that which is in God, which he could not restrain, manifesting boldly concerning your iniquities.
And it must needs be that the power of God must be with him, even unto his commanding you that ye must obey. But behold, it was not he, but it was the Spirit of the Lord which was in him, which opened his mouth to utterance, that he could not shut it.
And now my son remain, and also Lemuel and Sam, and also my sons who are the sons of Ishmael. Behold, if ye will hearken unto the voice of Nephi, ye shall not perish. And if ye will hearken unto him, I leave unto you a blessing. Even my first blessing. But if ye will not hearken unto him, I take away my first blessing. Even my blessing, and it shall rest upon him.
How do you celebrate the Sabbath? Let's see if you can hack this. God said, keep the Sabbath holy. Moshe and Moses said, honor the Sabbath days as holy. Jesus or Yehoshua, you could call him Joshua. Some say said the Sabbath was made for man, not man made for the Sabbath. Him from them, so you can win at peace within and without. Seeing, believing through the doubt, you're gonna make it out with peace on both sides. Muhammad said, oh man, if you only knew the Sabbaths are good for you. Though I say you shouldn't try to cheat, not every word I say you can find so easy on repeat. When the born again repent, it's not like the sinners that bent. It's not I'm sorry I sinned today, it's I'm sorry there is still sin in the world, and that so many are suffering that I didn't to help yet. With eyes full of tears from stolen years, this was supposed to be our paradise. Enoch or Hanuk and Hased before the book in the original passed down oral Torah. On the seventh day, God rested after making the earth, and all that is good. Please take a moment and look real good. Out of all the blades of the grass, there isn't one that man could create. See straight and clear, the God hold near, my dear. As quickly we steal money made by fruit, though it does not grow it. That line is pure poet. Jesus said keep all of God's laws, so I do some pausing. Look for a clause on the it'll be cause. Fulfill the law doesn't mean there is no law, though. If you wanna walk in cross traffic, that's your own paw. So how do you celebrate the Sabbath? Miles McWalker, they are a celebration of creation. From a time before sin or devastation entered the world of the translations and interpretations. From thousands of years ago, essentially say I've read much of the additional Sabbath regulations added over time from the priests and kings from earlier days. I'm not gonna confound you with mysterious ways. Be kind and peaceful with all of your days. Leave things as good as you found them or better, and be certain that your version of better is not just foolery clever like Solomon warned about. There's a way that seems right to a man, though in the end it leads to win. Please be careful with the words you speak with your breathing. To keep God first is of great depth for the mind to ponder. Okay, ready then? Let's go yonder into the wonder, meeting wonderful wisdom. Also sorta like with God from the beginning. Said a king of Israel about 3,000 years ago, please relax. I have no ego, I let it go and he stays. Is that okay if I speak on the way with every word I say? Let I lead no one astray. These are words from eternity, that is what I believe. In the ladder of the later of the clatter, I'm in chit chatter, really working towards your better. Do you give your people rest around you? Do you give your animals rest too? Do you think about the least of you? Friday to Saturday sunset, though some others still say we live on a 24-hour day all around the way. So my Friday may be your Saturday, and that's okay. Love God in your best way. Listen to everything he say. He was then, is now, and before, and forevermore. Some say God can do anything and everything and treat this all like it's nothing. Though what happened to his son was more than nothing. Some say, and some may see the face of the living God in the living room of the bridegroom. Time traveling way beyond the doom of an old tomb, rolling back the stone of more than just any tomb. As we focus in on the zoom, wasn't it around high noon when time changed over from a countdown to a count up? Do you know who I count on? Not just when time's up, I consider preparations at hand. I'm on the resurrection band, we're way beyond the wayward songs give something the strongest, the most cunning man couldn't live beyond the prize rift. Peace right now and later, not just when I'm done. I look forward to high five in the sun like a skater, both smiling like who it's time to be a hater. How do you celebrate the Sabbath? How do you celebrate the Sabbath? Let's see if you can hack this. God said, keep the Sabbath holy. Moshe and Moses said, honor the Sabbath days as holy. Jesus or Yehoshua, you could call him Joshua. Some say said the Sabbath was made for man, not man made for the Sabbath. Him from them, so so you can win at peace within and without. Seeing, believing through the doubt, you're gonna make it out with peace on both sides. Muhammad said, oh man, if you only knew the Sabbaths are good for you. Though I say you shouldn't try to cheat, not every word I say you can find so easy on repeat. When the born again repent, it's not like the sinners that bent. It's not I'm sorry I sinned today, it's I'm sorry there is still sin in the world, and that so many are suffering that I didn't to help yet. With eyes full of tears from stolen years, this was supposed to be our paradise. Enoch or Hanuk has it before the book in the original passed down oral Torah. On the seventh day, God rested after making the earth, and all that is good. Please take a moment and look real good. Out of all the blades of the grass, there isn't one that man could create. See straight and clear to God, hold near, my dear. As quickly we steal money made by fruit, though it does not grow it. That line is pure poet. Jesus said keep all of God's laws, so I do some pausing. Look for a clause on the it'll because fulfill the law doesn't mean there is no law, though if you wanna walk in cross traffic, that's your own paw. So how do you celebrate the Sabbath? Miles McWalker, they are a celebration of creation. From a time before sin or devastation entered the world of the translations and interpretations. From thousands of years ago essentially say I've read much of the additional Sabbath regulations added over time from the priests and kings from earlier days. I'm not gonna confound you with mysterious ways. Be kind and peaceful with all of your days. Leave things as good as you found them or better, and be certain that your version of better is not just foolery clever like Solomon warned about. There's a way that seems right to a man, though in the end it leads to win. Please be careful with the words you speak with your breathing. To keep God first is of great depth for the mind to ponder. Okay, ready then? Let's go yonder into the wonder, meeting wonderful wisdom. Also sorta like with God from the beginning. Said a king of Israel about 3,000 years ago, please relax. I have no ego, I let it go and he stays. Is that okay if I speak on the way with every word I say? Let I lead no one astray. These are words from eternity, that is what I believe. In the ladder of the later of the clatter, I'm in chit chatter, really working towards your better. Do you give your people rest around you? Do you give your animals rest too? Do you think about the least of you? Friday to Saturday sunset, though some others still say we live on a 24-hour day all around the way. So my Friday may be your Saturday, and that's okay. Love God in your best way. Listen to everything he say. He was then, is now, and before, and forevermore. Some say God can do anything and everything and treat this all like it's nothing, though what happened to his son was more than nothing. Some say, and some may see the face of the living God in the living room of the bridegroom. Time traveling way beyond the doom of an old tomb, rolling back the stone of more than just any tomb. As we focus in on the zoom, wasn't it around high noon when time changed over from a countdown to a count up? Do you know who I count on? Not just when time's up, I consider preparations at hand. I'm on the resurrection band, we're way beyond the wayward songs. Give something the strongest or most cunning man couldn't live beyond the prize rift. Peace right now and later, not just when I'm done. I look forward to high five in the sun like a skater, both smiling like who it's time to be a hater. How do you celebrate the Sabbath?
How do you celebrate the Sabbath?
Do you wanna talk about sweet bread by fire? Loving gifts made without hidden desire. From an empire that is always for hire. Though doesn't empire their own fire, yet say they know the sire and are here to take you higher than a pine tree.
Or the evergreen mountaintop dreams with the cabin and fresh smelling cedar beams, and the sound of a clear stream to feel and feel the sea. time with your family. I hope you get a nap in. At least once it was said, do no ordinary working.
So maybe for the daily has to be done stuff. Swap roles around if it ain't too tough. Maybe like a shift can still be down, though this is just a song for awareness to spread around. How do you celebrate the Sabbath?
To the best way God puts your heart to desire. Let's go around.
How do you celebrate the Sabbath?
How do you celebrate the Sabbath?
Do you wanna talk about sweet bread by fire? Loving gifts made without hidden desire. From an empire that is always for hire. Though doesn't empire their own fire, yet say they know the sire. And are here to take you higher than a pine tree.
You're the evergreen mountaintop dreams with the cabin and fresh smelling cedar beams. And the sound of a clear stream to feel and feel the sea. I hope you get to spend time with your family. I hope you get a nap in. At least once it was said, do no ordinary working.
So maybe for the daily has to be done stuff. Swap roles around if it ain't too tough. Maybe like a shift can still be down, though this is just a song for awareness to spread around. How do you celebrate the Sabbath?
To the best way God puts your heart to desire. Let's go around.
seeking for cellular regenerative healing. You are complex more than just creation. Echo more than an ecosystem with many layers of dimensional needs, with at least 3 places in time. Keep God first, Jesus remind. And Jesus said the second's like the first, please rewind.
How's that for breaking the curse of disease? Yes, please. From the first verse with ease, thank you, God, from
For he foresaw even your birth and knows your true worth. May your disease turn to ease like ash and water as they separate. Though you are required to participate. Faith, stepping like Moses, check the poses over the roses. Who knows whose role this is? Here to free my people is my equal. They've been wishing and waiting for a sequel, flying out like a pigeon or a seagull. This melody removes all evil. I am a temple of the Most High, and I see why.
some look up into the skies open above. In peace there is love. This song is for healing from above. With goodwill I show love. It's gonna be a good day. You can have it mostly your way. You don't have to listen to what they say. If they naysay, your health is not theirs anyway. Hey, honey hopping like a bunny. We ain't chasing money, though like our honey and they sunny. Won't leave your nose, our eyes running. I love you like a buddy. Instead, don't gotta be so stuffy. Let in some fresh air and sunshine. Enter the gates with praise. These are the good days. If you're breathing, you can be believing to achieving what you're dreaming. Speak truthful, not misleading, guiding with good grace. And I've been where you're bleeding and know what you're needing. Some from there, other where. Someone there, care to care. See you from there to over here. Stepping with footsteps of peace. To this day I already saw rise in the east. Praise the God of it all for neither, though he with thee. May forgive and heal you from whatever you or they deal you. I heard from Jesus that if you forgive everyone in your life, you may be forgiven and will feel life. As in you will feel lighter, less pressure and less pain. The more you forgain through forgive is the way to live. Breathe in the mercy, breathe in the forgiveness. If a day with Lord is like 1,000 years, then surely a moment is enough for some cellular regenerative healing. Don't underestimate with whom we're dealing. This is more than style. Extend your hand in spirit as we are walking over the Nile of denial. Maybe it's been a while. Share a genuine smile with someone. It may last more than a while. More than one. If you want a friend, be one. What if it's not near the end? Is there substance in what you meant? Are you being a real friend or just thinking about your rent? I don't pretend this is to men. More than a broken heart. Make room for God from the start. Are you being a real friend or just thinking about your end? I don't pretend this is to men. More than a broken heart. Make room for God from the start. And cellular healing will spark. You don't have to listen to what they say on the tape, or even Tay-Tay. Who says it's a bad day? Maybe they went crash, like they said. We're backwards heaven, they say you are not what they say. Though you are what God say you. You are choosing by what you are choosing. Move peacefully with kindness. While you're moving, you can find this. May you see through blindness to kindness. Take care of it, may. If you hit the food God made, see through the greed. It's an endless need. Food grows in seasons like a reed that I wait before you. To wake you from such a slumber of thinking you're just a number. This is not a game. Are you feeling ain't no loving of the same? For the undertaker like an earthquake. You don't want the overachiever, a real believer. I never leave her and don't leave it up to beaver. I hold my own cleaver. You were with me. 9 of the powers on the waking hours. Downhill, a gentle slope. You can probably walk for hours with peace and heavenly scholars. Sprinkle the holy powers of faith. Joy.
With the patient endurance of self-control is how they roll. The encouragers.
Need to wake you from such a slumber of thinking you're just a number. This is not a game. I used to be lame, I know the feeling of the slain. For them I sang and a better future I bring. I'm an undertaker like an earthquaker. You don't want the overachiever, a real believer. I never leave her and don't leave it up to beaver. I hold my own cleaver and walk through the ether. 9 of the powers on the waking hours. Downhill a gentle slope, you can probably walk for hours. With peace and heavenly scholars, a sprinkle of holy powers of faith. Joy with the patient endurances of self-control is how they roll. The encourager. Seeking for cellular regenerative healing. You are a complex more than just creation. Echo more than an ecosystem with many layers of dimensional needs with at least 3 places in time. Keep God first, Jesus remind. And Jesus said the second's like the first, please rewind. How's that for breaking the curse of disease? Yes, please. From the first verse with ease, thank you, God, from
For he foresaw even your birth and knows your true worth. May your disease turn to ease like ash and water as they separate. Though you are required to participate. Faith, stepping like Moses, check the poses over the roses. Who knows whose role this is here to free my people? Is my eye equal? They've been wishing and waiting for a sequel, flying out like a pigeon or a seagull. This melody removes all evil. I am a temple of the Most High, and I see why.
Some look up into the skies open above. In peace there is love. This song is for healing from above. With goodwill I show love. It's gonna be a good day. You can have it mostly your way. You don't have to listen to what they say. If they naysay, your health is not theirs anyway. Hey, honey hopping like a bunny. We ain't chasing money, though like our honey and they sunny. Won't leave your nose or eyes running. I love you like a buddy instead. Don't gotta be so stuffy. Let in some fresh air and sunshine. Enter the gates with praise. These are the good days. If you're breathing, you can be believing to achieving what you're dreaming. Speak truthful, not misleading. Guiding with good grace. And I've been where you're bleeding and know what you're needing. Some from there, other where. Someone there to care. See you from there to over here. Stepping with footsteps of peace. To this day I already saw rise in the east. Praise the God of it all for night, though he with these. May forgive and heal you from whatever you or they deal you. I heard from Jesus that if you forgive everyone in your life, you may be forgiven and will feel life. As in you will feel lighter, less pressure and less pain. The more you forgain through forgive is the way to live. Breathe in the mercy, breathe in the forgiveness. If a day with Lord is like 1,000 years, then surely a moment is enough for some cellular regenerative healing. Don't underestimate with whom we're dealing. This is more than style. Extend your hand in spirit as we are walking over the Nile of denial. Maybe it's been a while. Share a genuine smile with someone. It may last more than a while. More than one. If you want a friend, be one. What if it's not near the end? Is there substance in what you meant? Are you being a real friend or just thinking about your end? I don't pretend this is to mend more than a broken heart. Make room for God from the start. Are you being a real friend or just thinking about your end? I don't pretend this is to mend more than a broken heart. Make room for God from the start, and cellular healing will spark. You don't have to listen to what they say on the tape, or even Tay-Tay. Who says it's a bad day? Maybe they went crash, like they said. We're backwards heaven, they say you are not what they say. Though you are what God say you. You are choosing by what you are choosing. Move peacefully with kindness. While you're moving, you can find this. May you see through blindness to kindness. Take care of it, may feed it the food God made. See through the greed, it's an endless need. Food grows in seasons like a reed that I wait before you. To wake you from such a slumber of thinking you're just a number. This is not a game. Are you feeling in the rubbing of the same? waking hours. Downhill, a gentle slope. You can probably walk for hours with peace and heavenly scholars. Sprinkle the holy powers of faith. Joy.
With the patient endurances of self-control is how they roll the encouragers.
Take care of your body, eat it the foods God made. See through the greed, it's an endless need. Food grows in seasons like a reed that I wait before you to wake you from such a slumber of thinking you're just a number. This is not a game. I used to be lame, I know the feeling of the slain. For them I sang and a better future I bring. I'm an undertaker like an earthquaker. You don't want the overachiever, a real believer. I never leave her and don't leave it up to beaver. I hold my own cleaver and walk through the ether. 9 of the powers on the waking hours. Downhill a gentle slope, you can probably walk for hours. With peace and heavenly scholars, a sprinkle of holy powers of faith. Joy. With the patient endurances of self-control is how they roll the encouragers.
Secret stash part 2, like a light in the dark. Gonna take more than just a spark, not just a walk in the park. Working with heavenly art, here to do my part. Takes a lot of heat to get an ice cube to part from a cold heart.
Peace is still quiet. Joy is happy gladly. Impatience be gentle. Endurance be to your self-control. Is the role faithfulness in your faithful flow? Generosity in your goodness, kindness in your love. Keep that above. Expect to grow in what you know. Hope as I extend this rope. It's not about the nopes, though it is about the hopes and love like that from above. In peace there is love.
Faithfulness is a friend of generosity, so there is no end to me. My etymology beyond psychology, biology, physiology, chemistry to alchemy. Do you see? Let my lips hold no hypocrisies in my democracies and diplomacies and metaphysical auxiliaries. From the mixes above hypoxia, though below hyperoxia, near homeostasis is where I place its traces. Drink your water, some don't get enough, saw some get too much. Eat your fresh greens, we could kale, carrots, lentils, beans, rice, grains, and cabbage. If there's any sabotages, let it not be from your own mirages. To think such a diverse world of variety is just coincidence. See, different bills need different material. Look around and see, don't be a nut, eat your nuts. You can blend up and bake them in your dough. Re mi so no fa so lassie go. I listen to God first.
With kindness I flow to the blindness, go to the deaf ear. Hear love will help guide us faded to the cold-hearted. Hope echoes the triumphs. The love never departed. Be more open-armed. Try to do no harm, Brad. Don't think you know everything because something you read. There is maybe a lot of training ahead.
Focus the power, you know who is with us in prayer. So there, I care and am aware. Deep breathe in and out, no doubt. Breathe in the cloud, let the pain out. Papa don't wanna leave you without. Move like water, move like sweet smoke in the air.
Peacefully there.
Peacefully moving with care. Tai Chi while you move slowly. Feel the energy around you as you move like the cloud. From where you were probably found, God made you profound. Put down the put down and you see the touchdown of lightning in your eyes. Realize you can see through the lies.
These are truths from free guys. Peace is still quiet. Joy is happy gladly. Impatience be gentle. Endurance be to your self-control. Is the role faithfulness in your faithful flow? Generosity in your goodness, kindness in your love. Keep that above. Expect to grow
and bully, kinda silly. There is maybe always really two sides to any prophecy, just with contingency. And the causes until you start to see. Read the pause, is real, really a person that makes a made and gives and gave gifts to uplift. Not just the children, though the future around them, the past, and all the parents in control of the present. Do you see the real presence and present it as I call me lightly? That is some history of his story.
Peace is still quiet, joy is happy gladly, and patience be gentle, endurance be to yourself. Control is the role, faithfulness in your faithful flow, generosity in your goodness, kindness in your love. Keep that above, expect to grow in what you know. Hope as I extend this rope. It's not about the nopes, though it is about the hopes in love like that from above. The skies open above, in peace there is love.
Nevertheless, I will bring health and healing to it. I will heal my people and will let them enjoy abundant peace and security. Security.
Here, people that love God, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength. These commandments that I give you today ought to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. Write them on the doorframes of your houses and on your gates. From Deuteronomy 6. There was a young one running
With a measuring line to measure the length of the New Jerusalem, though an angel stopped him, saying it'll be a city without walls because of how many men and livestock will be there.
And I myself will be a wall of fire around it, declares the Lord. Ezekiel. He said, if you listen carefully to the Lord your God and do what is right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all his decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you.
Then your light will break forth like the dawn, and your healing will quickly appear. Then your righteousness will go before you, and the glory of the Lord be your rear guard.
who minister and make propitiation to the Lord for all the sins of ignorance of the righteous, offering to the Lord a sweet smelling savor, reasonable and a bloodless offering. And in the heaven below this are the angels who bear answers to the angels of the presence of the Lord.
Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them.
He said,
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted.
blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled.
Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
respecting nature, being good stewards, keeping God first and caring about thy person. Next to them as themselves, extending that love and respect around the world. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. You will be like a tree planted by rivers of water. You will bear fruit in season, your leaf will not wither, and whatever you do will prosper. The Lord will open the heavens, a storehouse of his bounty, to bless all the work of your hands. He will command his blessing on you in your storehouses and in all you undertake. He will bless you in the land he has given you. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give. Let not your heart be troubled, do not be afraid. Blessings and being in God's favor. Blessings and being in God's favor. Respecting nature, being good stewards, keeping God first and caring about thy person. Next to them as themselves, extending that love and respect around the world. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. Surely goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Blessings and being in God's favor.
Respecting nature, being good stewards, keeping God first and caring about thy person. Next to them as themselves, extending that love and respect around the world. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Blessings flow from head to toe. Oh, yeah. Everywhere we go, let his love show. Sunrise glow, nature sings. It sings. Trees sway slow, feel the peace it brings. Respect the earth, it's a gift to keep. Sow good seeds, roots run deep. Walk with love, hand in hand. Oh, spread his grace across the land.
Blessings, blessings overflow. Feel it in your heart, let it grow, let it grow. God's favor shining, watch it glow. Love your neighbor, let it show, let it show.
Step by step we walk in light, guided by his truth shining bright. Every face, every name, treat them kind, we are all the same. Yeah, lift each other, rise as one, underneath the moon, beneath the sun. We're stewards of his masterpiece. Let's spread his love and live in peace.
One world, one voice, one chance to choose. Give love, no time to lose. Blessings, blessings overflow. Blessings, blessings overflow. Feel it in your heart, let it grow.
Let it go.
God's favor shining, watch it glow. Love your neighbor, let it show, let it show.
Blessings flow, yeah. Can you feel it? Sunrise glow, yeah. It reveals it. Ooh, yeah. Nature sings, every tree sways. God's hand paints the bright days, bright days. Step by step, we walk in light. Hearts align, we
Respect the earth, it's a gift, can't waste it. Every drop, every seed, let's embrace it. Brother, sister, hand in hand, together we heal this land, this land. Lift each other, rise and shine. Love your neighbor, it's divine. We're stewards of this holy ground. In his grace we're all bound. Blessings overflow, overflow, overflow. Feel the love, let it grow, let it grow. Keep him first, let it show, let it show. Around the world, let it glow, let it glow. The Lord our God watches over me, and he guides my way. So if I have a good day, that's okay. Even if it's a Monday, don't you know greatness started on Sunday? Some say the righteous, the merciful, the peacemakers, the patient teacher, the diligent helper, and the healer. He gives me strength when I grow weary. He increases my power when I am weak. For his divine power has given me everything I need for life and godliness. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of my wisdom, and knowing of the Holy One is my understanding. Blessing crown my head, for he makes me righteous, and his wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing I desire can compare with a friendship. Wisdom from God, wisdom from God. Love lives in me, it is patient and kind. It rejoices with truth, the full truth, the full truth. And walks humbly before God. The eyes of the Lord are upon me and his ears are open to thy cry. When I wait on the Lord, he renews my strength. The righteous, 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 the righteous. I soar on wings like an eagle. I run and do not grow weary. I walk and do not faint. I dance and do not pull a prank. I think good and speak good of others. Move like the winds and the waters. When I lack wisdom, I ask of God, who gives generously. And without finding fault, I flourish like a palm tree. I grow like a cedar of Lebanon that is planted by a pure, ever-flowing river of life. My prayers are powerful and effective, for his spirit lives in me. And his love covers my every sin of my past, that I know of a love that lasts. For the kingdom of God is alive in me. The righteous, the merciful, the peacemakers, the patient teacher, the diligent helper, and the healer. Not in words, only power in love and in a sound mind. Peace I seek and find, the wisdom that comes from above. Fills me with peace, it makes me pure. Gentle and sincere as to our God I draw near. Above all, I clothe myself in love, which binds everything together in perfect unity. Thank you, God. Thank you. I live by faith, and my faith works through love, and is seen in the above. In the way of righteousness, I find life along this path. There's everlasting peace from the east to the west. I do my best. The righteous, 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 the righteous. The Lord gives me wisdom and strength to stand firm. Deep breath in, it's thy turn, for his face shines upon his children. Because thy love him, love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, a righteous judge, will award to me on that day. To you, God of eternity, be the glory and honor and wisdom and power and love, forever in love. More thank you for all you do, and help me with two. Yeah. Faith can be seen like focus on hitting the ball. Anything else and you'll almost surely fall. Line up with your target, focus in, listen to the voice of God within. If you hear it, draw nearer, you will keep in perfect peace. Those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. The fruit of that righteousness will be peace. Its effect will be quietness and confidence forever. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. But the meek will inherit the land and enjoy peace and prosperity. Faith can be seen like focus on hitting the ball. Anything else in your life will surely miss the call. Faith can be seen like on a spectrum or two-sided scale. Or believe me or not, we're a team, or what else have we got? Both sides have their own plot. No one with a lot of things. Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. In the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Now may the Lord of peace Himself give you peace at all times and in every way. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him. Faith can be seen like focus on hitting the ball. Anything else in your life will surely fall. Line up with your target, focus in, listen to the voice of God within. If you hear it, draw near it. Wave can be seen like on a spectrum or two-sided scale. Or believe me or not, we're a team, or what else have we got? Both sides have their own plot. The one with a lot of thing knots. Faith can be seen like, believe me or not, do you know what you got? Faith can be seen like, do you know what you got? Do you know what you got? Do you know what you got? Faith can be seen like, believe me or not, do you know what you got? 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 Do you know? Great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. In peace I will lie down to sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Consider the blameless, observe the upright. A future awaits those who seek peace.
Lord, you establish peace for us.
All that we have accomplished, you have done for us. The Lord will indeed give what is good, and our land will yield its harvest. Her ways are pleasant ways.
His ways and all her paths are peace.
The Lord will open the heaven, the storehouse of His bounty, to send rain on your land in season, and to bless all the work of your hands. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. The Lord your God will bless you in the land He is giving you. Those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. They will grow like a cedar of Lebanon. Mercy, peace and love be yours in abundance.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la.
Strings speak, so speaks in my members the Spirit of the Lord. And I speak by His love, for it destroys what is foreign and everything that is bitter.
For thus it was from the beginning, and will be to the end, that nothing should be His adversary, and nothing should stand up against Him.
The Lord has multiplied the knowledge of Himself, and is zealous that these things should be known, which by His grace have been given to us. And the praise of His name He gave us. Our spirits praise His Holy Spirit.
For For there went forth a stream and became a river great and broad. For it flooded and broke up everything, and it brought water to the temple.
And the restrainers of the children of men were not able to restrain it, nor the arts of those whose business it is to restrain waters, for it spread over the face of the whole earth and filled everything.
And all the thirsty upon earth were given to drink of it.
And thirst was relieved and quenched, for from the Most High the drought was given. Blessed then are the ministers of that drought, who are entrusted with that water of His.
They have assuaged the dry lips, and the will that had fainted they have raised up.
And souls that were near departing they have caught back from death, and limbs that had fallen they straightened and set up.
They gave strength for their feebleness and light to their eyes.
For everyone knew them in the Lord, and they lived by the water of life forever.
The Lord gives grace and glory, no good thing does He withhold from those whose walk is blameless. You'll eat the fruit of your labor, blessings and prosperity will be yours. If you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow all His commands, all these blessings will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. The Lord will grant you abundant prosperity in the fruit of your womb, the young of your livestock, and the crops of your ground. He makes peace in your borders. He fills you with the finest of the wheat. Length of days is in her right hand, in her left hand are riches and honor. The fear of the Lord leads to life, then one rests content, untouched by trouble. The Lord delights in the well-being of His servant. I will listen to what God the Lord says. He promises peace to His people, His faithful servants, peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. Submit to God and be at peace with Him. In this way prosperity will come to you. The Lord blesses the home of the righteous. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the one who is wise saves lives. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes, others will be refreshed. The work of righteousness will be peace, and the effect of righteousness will be quietness and assurance forever. The Lord our God watches over me, and He guides my way. So if I have a good day, that's okay, even if it's a Monday. Don't you know greatness started on Sunday? Some say the righteous, the merciful, the peacemakers, the patient teacher, the diligent helper, and the healer. He gives me strength. When I grow weary, He increases my power. When I am weak, for His divine power is giving me everything I need for life and godliness. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of my wisdom, and knowing of the Holy One is my understanding. Blessing crown my head, for He makes me righteous, and His wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing I desire can compare with a friendship. Wisdom from God, love lives in me. It is patient and kind, it rejoices with truth, full truth, and walks humbly before God. The eyes of the Lord are upon me, and His ears are open till I cry. When I wait on the Lord, He renews my strength. The righteous, I soar on wings like an eagle. I run and do not grow weary, I walk and do not faint, I dance and do not pull a prank. I think good and speak good of others, move like the winds in the waters. When I lack wisdom, I ask of God, who gives generously and without finding fault. I flourish like a palm tree, I grow like a cedar of Lebanon that is planted by a pure, ever-flowing river of life. My prayers are powerful and effective, for His Spirit lives in me, and His love covers my every sin of my past. That I know of a love that lasts, for the kingdom of God is alive and alive and alive and alive and alive and alive. The righteous, 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 the righteous. The righteous, the righteous, the merciful, the peacemakers, the patient teacher, the diligent helper, and the healer. Not in words only, but in power and love, and in a sound mind. Peace I seek and find. The wisdom that comes from above fills me with peace. It makes me pure, gentle, and sincere. As to all God I draw near. Above all I clothe myself in love, which binds everything together in perfect unity. Thank you, God, thank you. I live by faith, and my faith works through love, and is seen in the above in the way of righteousness. I find life. Along this path is everlasting peace. From the east to the west, I do my best. The righteous, the righteous, the Lord gives me wisdom and strength to stand firm. Deep breathing as I turn, for His face shines upon His children. Because I love Him, love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. To you, God of eternity, be the glory and honor and wisdom and power and will forever and evermore. Thank you for all you did and help me with truth. The righteous, the righteous, the
You are my refuge and my strength, my ever-present help in trouble. You clothe me with salvation and surround me with songs of deliverance. Your right hand oppose me, your spirit fills me with power. For you have said, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. I am strong in the Lord, and in the strength of His might. You train my hands for battle, and my heart for peace. You lead me in paths of righteousness for your name's sake. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all my days, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Your grace is sufficient for me, for your power is made perfect in my weakness. I boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. The way the day goes, the way you judge, you will be judged. That part don't much budge, I don't hold a grudge. With a two-step I nudge, you can see it more like a bridge in the bush. From the hedge in the forest for the trees, and the other way as you please. Though if you lay said, save the fruit trees. I stand in your light, held by your grace, walking in wisdom, seeking your face. Clothed in your power, filled with your love, anchored in mercy, lifted above. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Teach me to number my days, that I may gain a heart of wisdom. The unfolding of your word gives light, it gives understanding to the simple. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight. Oh Lord, my rock and my redeemer, the peace of God guards my heart and my mind in Christ Jesus. You keep me in perfect peace, because my mind is stayed on you. I am justified by faith, and I have peace with God through my Lord Jesus Christ. The righteous live by faith, and faith works through love. I am rooted and grounded in love, and filled with all the fullness of God. I put on the whole armor of light and walk as a child of the day. Your grace teaches me to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-control, upright and godly in this world. Your spirit bears witness with mine that I am a child of God. You are my strength, my wisdom, my righteousness, and my song. I stand in your light, held by your grace, walking in wisdom, seeking your face. Clothed in your power, filled with your love, anchored in mercy, lifted above. Forever I'll sing your goodness and truth. For all that I am is made new in you.
You have called me by name, and I am yours. You will love me with an everlasting love and draw me with cords of kindness. You said I will betroth you to me forever in righteousness and in justice and steadfast love and mercy. You cover me with the robe of salvation and clothe me with the garments of praise. I remember the day you found me like a bride adorned for her husband, and you rejoiced over me with singing. You made me holy, cleansed me with the washing of water through the word. You presented me to yourself as a radiant bride without spot or wrinkle, holy and blameless.
I am yours, and you are mine. You have bound me with love divine. Forever I'll dwell in your embrace. Your covenant sealed by mercy and grace.
You have written your law upon my heart and placed your spirit within me. You led me into the wilderness to speak tenderly to my soul. You made me your possession, a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation. I will remember my first love and follow you wherever you go. The voice of the bridegroom calls, come away, my beloved. Let us rejoice and be glad, for the wedding of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. I have trimmed my lamp, my heart awake, waiting for your appearing. You have sealed me with your spirit, a promise of forever.
I am yours, and you are mine. You have bound me with love divine. Forever I'll dwell in your embrace. Your covenant sealed by mercy and grace.
Your love is stronger than death, your faithfulness never ends. You are my beloved and my closest friend. You joined our hearts and made us one. What you were joined together, let no one separate. I have found the one my soul loves. Many waters cannot quench love, rivers cannot sweep it away. I rejoice in the wife of my youth, a loving dear, a graceful doe. May her love always captivate me to a better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If one falls, the other lifts up a friend. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves, and a cord of three strands is not quickly broken.
We love because you first loved us. You are faithful and true. Teach us to walk together in grace, in covenant made new. Bind our hearts in steadfast love. Let mercy be our song. Your faithfulness will lead us on. Your love will keep us strong.
Yeah. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Wives, honor your husbands as the church honors Christ. Together we are heirs of the grace of life, so our prayers will not be hindered. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails.
With love and faithfulness, never leave me. Bind them around my neck, write them on the tablet of my heart. I will walk in faithfulness and rejoice in truth. I will remember the covenant made before you.
Yeah. You have covered us with garments of praise and crowned us with compassion and grace. Your banner over us is love.
We love because you first loved us. You are faithful and true. Teach us to walk together in grace, in covenant made new. Bind our hearts in steadfast love. Let mercy
A Christian ketubah. The basic roles of husband and wife. Husband to God and lovingly lead your wife. Paul wrote in a letter commonly called Ephesians 5:23. A good wife is a gift from God. Solomon said how you treat her, you teach her to treat you. Wife's of God and your husband's authority. Paul said in same letter 5:22, and then said to you, serve your husband faithfully as an act of service to the Lord. He is the closest to God in the living you have. If a good wife is a gift from God, what do you think a good husband is then to be had? At least the same. Be a helper and blessing to your husband, said in Genesis 2. Love your wife as God, living in Christ, loves the church and gave himself up for her. Same letter from St. Paul, protect, provide and be willing to sacrifice for her well-being. Still same letter. Both submit to one another and to God in love, be faithful, loving and devoted to one another as gifts from God to each other. Remember to keep God first and know what that means, because God is more than just us. This can be understood like, sure, kids want to play video games and watch YouTube, though schoolwork and their house chores like dishes done first is more likely on track to keeping God first. A car is a gift. Even if you buy it, you cannot likely make one yourself. When it's not working right, you know it needs something fixed. And you know if you are too rough with it, you may break it, and that is not so easy to fix. And would have been better to be more careful and not break it by paying better attention to what you are doing. It is important to know and understand there is at least 5 languages of love that a person experiences and needs to be filled from time to time, though between 2, not always the same time. Consider if you're getting really thirsty and someone offers you food, that isn't going to satisfy or care for your needed thirst. It may make it worse, even though food is good, of course. Once you get a drink, then about food, you can rethink. Some of the love languages are areas one may have as a top priority in their own life. Quality time together, words of affirmation and real projections of real affections help each other with personal, household, and or business work to really wear each other's shoes, so to speak. I don't ask much from anyone because I've done most everything there is to be done under the sun. Do you know this one? Know it's quick to put a thought to ink, though. To carry that out is always more than I think, though. Sometimes the more I think, I should say, get outside in the sun rays, get your feet on the grass as if you can close your eyes, breathe in the fresh air, feel the life around you. Know it's a gift too. And that more than just someone loves you, loves you, loves you, loves you, loves you, loves you.
You got this.
Gratitude is a powerful process. The more grateful you are, the more you have to be grateful for. Your thoughts become things. What you think about, you bring about. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's common attraction. Albert Einstein. You got this, really you got this. Breathing with meaning, truth beaming, goodness believing. Hey sister, you got this. Hey brother, you got this. It's your day as much as any day. Move with peace, move with grace. Mind your place, it's not all about a steady pace. Help your brother or sider, save some face. Respect everyone at their own pace. Though if we running, best to have our shoes laced with good grace at any pace. Though forgiveness has its place, some things can just be an open and closed case. You sort of become what you think about most, but you also attract what you think about most. You create your own universe as you go along. Winston Churchill. See yourself living in abundance, and you will attract it. Every thought of yours is a real thing, a force. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Thomas Jefferson.
Character is the foundation of success.
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Do what you can with what you have where you are.
Theodore Roosevelt.
In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Abraham Lincoln.
If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader.
John Quincy Adams.
Peace is the journey of 1,000 miles, and it must be taken one step at a time. can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses.
Abraham Lincoln,
Believe you can and you're halfway there.
Theodore Roosevelt,
Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction.
John F. Kennedy,
Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction.
Ronald Reagan,
A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Abraham Lincoln,
Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth.
John F. Kennedy,
The best way to predict the future is to create it.
Abraham Lincoln.
You got this, remember who you are. Wake up, persist, wake up, persist, focus. Remember who you are. There is a time traveler's concept of do not oppress the poor, nor ignore the cries of the poor, and do not practice iniquity, lest these return upon thee as thy increase. Rather let thy increase be of righteousness, however little, with good care it will grow with peace.
Sweeter than honey, smoother than butter. Curves like the ocean, waves and rivers. Prettier than pie, oh my, that's my wife. Best part of my life. Gets the coffee ready and often breakfast too. Helps the kids find their clothes and teaches them to keep a good repose. Two-step dancing on my toes, those are door. Rockin' full of poozies, maybe you don't know these. A kiss from God, it is not. Focus on the how to be, and you walk right out of misery. It's no longer a mystery. Now the truth you see when you look into the eyes of your partner. So do you think you are looking into when you see an endless love in their eyes? under the shadow of his wings. Here to free my people is my IQ equal. I've heard you've been waiting for a sequel. Flying out like a pigeon or an eagle. These melodies remove all evil and fill that space with holy grace so you can be how you were meant to be. Originally, please remember this is supposed to be our paradise. Though some have taught you that it's just a roll of the dice. Though that is not good advice, check it twice, learn to be nice. Man can't live on bread and the word of God. The kingdom of God lives within you, and it's outside of you too. If you know you are a child of God, yeah, live like a child of the world, and you yourself make yourself poor. I've opened before you the door, though it's up to you to explore. The words wait on the Lord, meditate on his words. I do, I check in like I'm playing Tekken, though I'd rather be two-stepping in the kitchen like a chef, cooking with what's left. Seek to be good, good, be good. You could and can be the change you wanna see. You have a say in your destiny. The thoughts you hold, you bond to and give some life to. Don't believe, think about Santa, the cats and claws. Then there is often a lot of hyping in nothing. If you put the holiday before the people, then you may stray. Though good habits and good attitudes or gratitudes elevates altitudes and magnitudes and magnitudes.
past and the present that lasts. Chapter 5, your friend Miles McWalker. God sent me ahead of you to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to save your lives by a great deliverance. The North Gate guardsmen are guards of man says.
Keep in your heart what you have heard from the beginning. Then you will belong to the Son and to the Father. Of what you have heard from the beginning is in you.
And he has promised us life that lasts forever.
I have written to you about those who are trying to lead you in the wrong way. Christ gave you the Holy Spirit and he lives in you. You do not need anyone to teach you. The Holy Spirit is able to teach you all things. What he teaches you is truth and is not a lie.
Live by the help of Christ as the Holy Spirit has taught you. And now, my friends and family, live by the help of Him.
And when he comes again, we will be glad to see him and not be ashamed.
You know that Christ is right with God.
Then you should know that everyone who is right with God is a child of his. I pray that the great God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ may give you the wisdom of his Spirit.
Then you will be able to understand the secrets about him as you know him better. I pray that your hearts will be able to understand. I pray that you will know this hope given by God's call. I pray that you will see how great the things are that he has promised to those who belong to him. I pray that you will know how great his power is for those who have put their trust in him. It is the same power that raised Christ from the dead. The same power put Christ at God's right side in heaven. This place was given to Christ. It is much greater than any king or leader can have. No one else can have this place of honor and power. You may say at another time, another named Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today." When the Lord saw that they humbled themselves, this word of the Lord came to Shema.
Since they have humbled themselves, I will not destroy them, but will soon give them deliverance.
Now the one who prepared us for this very purpose is God, who gave us the rule, just a pledge.
Humbled themselves, I will not destroy them, but will soon give them deliverance.
Now the one who prepared us for this very purpose is God, who gave us the Wolak as a pledge. For if a man belongs to Christ, he is a new person. The old life is gone.
New life has begun. All this comes from God. He is the one who brought us to himself when we hated him.
He did this through Christ, and he gave us the work of bringing others to him.
God was in Christ. He was working through Christ to bring the whole world back to himself.
God no longer held men's sins against him.
And he gave us the work of telling and showing men this. We are Christ missionaries. God is speaking to you through us. We are speaking for Christ, and we ask you for hearts to turn from your sins and come to God. Christ never sinned, but God put our sin on him. We are made right because of what Christ has done for us.
The Lord spoke, I will answer them before they even call to me. While they are still talking about their needs, I will go ahead and answer their prayers. That is from a collection of books I suggest you read. Better to be right with your Maker in the living.
There is a time traveler's concept of do not oppress the poor, nor ignore the cries of the poor, and do not practice iniquity, lest these return upon thee as thy increase. Rather let thy increase be of righteousness. Have a little, with good care, it will grow with peace. I should write that down.
Fresh beats Sits the tweets, walking tall, 5 cubits, you could say 7.5 feet or more. A champion stronger than a sycamore, burning more than either or. I knocked and went through the door. I put maple syrup in my coffee. The darkness cannot stop me. I write for free. This is something you can copy. I'm not him, though I write a hymn for. Or to them, you could say it's more than a whim, though it gets deep. Hope you're ready to swim or walk a Miles McWalker Christian rap song or sweet talking. Blessings are twofold, and there is at least 2 levels of blessings for the redeemed. Still focusing into their full potential and wondering why some seem to get blessings on overflow, while some are on a dripping spring. Wondering if they missing something. I know it can be real tough, no bluffing. One level I hope everyone can agree with is the type of blessing that a parent gives their child, such as food, clothes, basic life teachings, along with kindness through patience that takes years of care before one is at a place of considerable self-care. God loves you. Some like a puppy, some like an old friend that lives in more than just now, that thinks about more than just themselves, draws a big circle.
Another level of blessing, maybe looked upon. It's sort of earned like growing a fruit tree can be seen over time. Some lessons take time, and some require your regular help too. Dropping the seed in the ground and checking back in 5 years probably isn't enough to earn the blessing of a fruit tree ready to share its harvest with your family and friends. It might if you picked a perfect spot that gets natural in collection and around the right time of year for your area, though, to help ensure matters, watering it and putting up a fence so it's not trampled when young or considerate consideration. Most of the fruit you have ever received is probably from farmers. They are happy to share, though they'd be just as happy if you grew your own, really. They grow it because they enjoy what they grow and have it in abundance at harvest times, because that is an example of how a real living faith works, isn't it? These are also expressions of patience and perseverance. Those may sound like almost opposing concepts, though together they are required to grow a fruit tree, of course. There is more to it. Though for a second, can you imagine that world? Where there is tasty, choice, edible fruit and nut trees in abundance, a walking distance from each other in many of the inhabited areas of many of your friends' houses. Each family having their own patches of fruit trees and the many other foods we can grow. Talk about strengthening interior from the interior. Sure, many foods are season and climate dependent too, though there is a lot available to you too. Long ago it was said to Moses not to mix the seeds of your fields. I think that is to preserve the original plant species as God made them, because some stuff doesn't turn out right or is good when mixed.
This also helps ensure we still have reasons to rely on each other, because there is realistically, for time's sake, countless wonderful, delicious foods available. Did you know there's thousands of types of fruit and even over 1,000 types of watermelon and thousands of types of potatoes too? Just to express, there is really options out there.
Like, have you ever had an emerald berry?
And in those days the children shall begin to study the laws, and to seek the commandments, and to return to the path of righteousness. And the days shall begin to grow many, and increase amongst those children of men, till their days draw nigh to 1,000 years, and to a greater number of years than
Before was the number of the days, and there shall be no old man, no one who's not satisfied with his days. For all shall be children and youths, in all their days they shall complete and live in peace and in joy. And there shall be no Satan nor any evil destroyer.
For all their days shall be days of blessing and healing, and at that time the Lord will heal his servants.
righteous shall see and be thankful and rejoice with joy forever and ever, and shall see all their judgments and all their curses on their enemies, and their bones shall rest in the earth.
And their spirits shall have much joy, and they shall know that it is the Lord who executes judgment and shows mercy to hundreds and thousands and to all that love him. And do thou, Moses, write down these words,
For thus are they written, and they record them on the heavenly tablets for a testimony for the generations forever.
Miles McWalker, chapter 29, book of Juju Bo. He rediscovered in the Dead Sea Scrolls, found in 1947 to 1956. There's a handful of versions of translations and commentaries hiding the actual articles with the Kool-Aid-fed, scholaristic and all religionistic, predisposed, limiting opinion.
So Jesus said, if you believe a lie, you are guilty with them. So I say, read for yourself if it interests you.
The version I settled with I found to be a wonderful adventure with some dangerous parts along the trail not traveled much. Though I'm grateful to have taken the time to read it. One of my favorite hobbies is reading books of real legends that are available to us. It's a bit like living in a real Indiana Jones movie.
A Miles McWalker story. Chapter 15, Levy and then Crumb. Please enjoy. No restitution. And you said it's probably in Mexico by now. Probably won't find it. Thanks. My little kid told everyone on Halloween lol that she was giving out candy as it happened the day before or something. She had the heart to tell people. She got the neighborhood looking, and it turned up a few weeks later I didn't. And couldn't say anything. I felt like he could have been any one of these people. I don't know. Everyone I saw on the street, I looked up and down every street for many blocks, for many days. Never found it. Found some people acting like me though and calmed down law. Some guy in a van flagged me down as mad as me, thinking I was stealing from his neighborhood, maybe because he seen me go down all the streets by him. I said no, my truck was just stolen and I'm scanning the area for it, because the police said they won't. He understood and said sorry and good luck. That trust maybe zeroed me out. I went back home still unsure what I was going to do, as I was borrowing a friend's vehicle and had to give it back soon so they could get to work. Or maybe because an unstable guy with a giant knife behind his back was going up to people in front of my place on the corner. Because he saw people there, he had the neighborhood running around screaming that night, "Oh, you got that guy?" I didn't know him. Your officers did a fine job that night, as far as I can tell. A person off their meds, wondering with a big knife, being demanding of a ride from people is a bit sketchy. The other time though, on a Saturday afternoon, consider it's much like terrorists showed up at your family's house just weeks after having a new baby there. These terrorists that show up are in too large of a number to fight. You first see them and they already have more guns pointed at you than you can count, and they tied you up and made you watch as they told you a armed madman is in your house with your wife and middle kids, and your family may be getting murdered or something right now. This whole time tied up thinking that, and they are going to charge you for it and blame it all on you and send you away for the rest of your miserable life, which seems way worse than death right now with my family. Don't you know? If that happened during your police department, super look like a good job, and ironically doing worst job possible. Actually, low, you wouldn't blame me for that too. You know you would have, and I would have been stuck with that terrible truth that I have a real lifetime record that is not mine. So when it's over and over, someone did steal that day, though it wasn't me. That's low. It was I that was stolen. Please consider I ain't to cheat about offering me fair restitution, or telling of the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 16, Antonio Emamucci.
The Miles McWalker story, Chapter 16, Antonio M. Romanucci, please enjoy. It's not humane to arrest innocent people and tell them in a year you will get a trial. I could not afford to appeal it in time. I got it set aside right away long ago. Though that did absolutely nothing to neutralize the negative and wrong. Charges city gave me removing it at this point would not remove all else that happened, or may happen still that should not. Every new place I moved, many people treated me the same after they find out about that, as though I was not worthy of trust or love or friendship. It has often been a scary and painful time. Quietly, I say that. A lot of people haven't treated me like they treat each other. Don't think I haven't noticed that. I've been made or left to feel like a ghost in this world, or that I'm no good. I worked so hard to get my public trust back that I never should have lost. To the point of breaking my back working so extra hard as usual, with countless extra hours, as the federal backup didn't show up until the next day because it was during a FedGov shutdown. Though I still showed up, even if I wasn't getting paid. I was needed to save that community.
It was my job.
As I worked all through the night on one of the biggest fires of my life without 80% backup. We were expecting, and stuff like that was still not enough. To at least be given a chance to be heard as a worthy voice of consideration by your officers on that random day to me. That your officers almost maybe got my family killed and charged me for it on top of armed robbery. I also didn't do. If I had tattoos on my arms though, that would have been enough again for you to arrest me. I don't think that's right at all. Thank you for enjoying and the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 17, Kathleen T. Zellner and Associates.
Please see it is not me or my fault. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault in particular, though I think if it needs to be fixed, some still. You in particular are who will help make sure people are tried in court more fairly. The plea deal thing has its place to be nice and help speed things up, maybe shoring clear-cut cases. Don't maybe increase the appeal time or drop the cost to appeal for the poor. I really tried my best to save up to appeal it.
I was very sad when showed up with the money and found out I missed it by a day or something close. That didn't seem fair though. I thought I was getting used to that strange world. I had no idea how sad I would be though. Over my lifetime about this though.
No one could have known this, at least not a kid again. Probably not your fault at all, personally, and some stuff maybe would have happened how they did though. We don't know that, I know that little wrong for record. I got as a kid as a thief in your town for wooden pallets from a dumpster, not even from your town. I think that theft, control, property charge label has directly hurt me so many more times than I wanna think about. You probably won't help me out at all. Maybe you will do a better job. If any
police officers or the likes read this. I know it's not easy sometimes to know when someone is telling the truth. Remember what I said about even simple deception. Don't practice it, it blinds one from seeing the truth. No offense, though a blind a peace police officer that thinks they can see truth fine while practicing deception. While that's different dangers, they may get you killed someday. Sociopaths can pass polygraphs easy too. Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 18, The Cochrane Firm.
Final chapter. You know I'm afraid to share this true testimony. My good life was sort of ruined by the justice gang. See the corruption in that? I'm a good citizen that is afraid to trust you. That is how real crime wins even more. Many people I met are like me in some ways, like they don't trust you. How can society be a peaceful, safe, and prosperous place like that? My story is, did I get to really even have one?
To all those people, it was all the first time they met me, and thought I was a criminal, and that the few that believe me are doing me a favor at that point. To me it was 999 times I almost went to prison for nothing, then 1,000 times, then when will this ever stop? When will I be innocent again since I did nothing wrong yet? Do I have to sin? No, I'm not saying I'm perfect, though if I was, you made me not believe in myself too. I was left to maybe even doubt the voice of G in my own life, and turn away from the cries of the poor. Innocent, isn't that maybe a real crime and a real theft to take away from someone that wanted to believe in you all along? I worked basically full-time from 15 years old and up. I didn't have any time to actually get in trouble.
So what's up with all this? Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please disconnect from technology some and enjoy your life. If you want adventure, there is no need to seek out fiction like so many settle for the truth as well. I wish I was a better representative. A lot of my story hurts me to think about, and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. I'm hoping that these stories somehow allow me to have a peaceful future through preventing some people from going through similar stuff.
About money or fame, type glory, not really my thing. Never had it, guess I don't need it, especially with so many struggling. G knows I wanna do at least some real good with this time I have here. First time I asked G for some money, help in a long time. I don't like asking for anything, because I always seem to have to do some kind of real work to get it though. Anyways, I was sort of told to ask the people that took everything from me.
See, no better than you, not worse either, just offering that I am open to donations, because it's been 21 years of this, and this is only shown to get worse for me as time goes on, so I need to start handling this differently.
Supposed to be good. I
treat people good. You treat people good. Most people treat people good. Sometimes some of us are having a tough time, it's not so good. The attitude sometimes passes around like slime. Some call it grime, like doing time without the crime. I'm a little something extra, not in a good way. From the some that don't treat others that good or know the way. Though you wouldn't know that by just what they say, or look as they try to give you the book. Why do so many songs have to have a hook? Reality from a paradise to a hood. Is it okay to be good when some don't treat you as they should? Abraham, your arm and hammer and an axe in hand, you're knocking on some wood. Not like superstition from some Hollywood. I don't know if you understand, though I know enough about everything to know. I don't think there is much I actually know or would ever find worth our time to argue over. As the more I know, for years I wanted to know it all, y'all, though eventually realized it take more than a lifetime. And then what? So settle my ambitions with a humble, simple life, perhaps one of many routes worth living. I don't think there's anyone I can blame for any of this, as it's all so spread out between so many little interactions with various people, many going off blind gossip and the same broken notes, not intending to conspire against me or us. Once they started to realize where the real lies lie, to be continued. From the Miles McWalker True Stories, Chapter 19.
Time without the crime, a little something extra, not in a good way. From the some that don't treat others that good or know the way, though you wouldn't know that by just what they say. Look as they try to give you the book. Why do so many songs have to have a hook? Reality, give my head to see one day. Reality, give my head to see one day. Reality, give my head to see one day. From a paradise to a hood. Is it okay to be good when some don't treat you as they should? Abraham, your arm and hammer and an axe to hand you, knocking on some wood. Not like superstition from some Hollywood. I don't know if you understand.
To be continued.
From the Miles McWalker True Stories, you ride the leaf from me one day, you'll see one day. You ride me from me one day, you'll see one day. You ride the leaf from me one day, you'll see one day. One day you'll see one day. You ride the leaf from me. You ride me from. From the Miles McWalker True Stories.
Chapter 19.
Anonymous true story, shared chapter 20. The post auction that your readings on and we're way off. Honey, never been at the book numbers. Totally define what the book said. Happened under 95% photo. This 84% was more close to the books. 94% physical expressions that say everyone needs to go to the hospital. That is 94% and under. There is billions of people under 94% failed to live in normal lives. Many that were sent to the hospital and released. Sometimes with oxygen tanks at up to 2 liters a minute. Some noted to develop dependency from oxygen therapy, and much of the general practices on it have shifted over the years. Though people with a normal under 90% are pretty much unheard of, because for one they get told they are dying, need expensive surgery that includes death. Though they feel okay and been this way for years, so don't wanna go back to see that person. Maybe someone else will have other advice, or because a lot of people apparently are given the surgery near birth that includes death
as a step as their life force is sent through machines. There is handfuls of medical publishers, though much of what they say and teach is the same in a lot of practical ways, creating at times in some small ways perhaps a false consensus of truth. Think about that. Maybe too rigid and big of an umbrella. A huge system in place for years, doing this to people, with people thinking they are needed right now to do this, or they may guide, are still babies because something sometimes is perceived through technology that most don't understand how much of it works, or all the ways that it may not work. We sometimes give tech a higher credit than maybe it's worth. Nothing should take God's place in our lives, as if anything could be God's. Stuff we make is not for sure. The shovel does not tell man to dig. What you may not see here is he was also unintentionally defying billions of dollars of needless spending on not just nationwide, go global-wide protocols, an industry force in the taking of myriad sort of healthy people to the hospital for the last 40 or so years. Think about that. People that didn't get cured, if anything, just got a bill and labeled to now go with their struggles. To be continued. The Miles McWalker story, chapter 21. The Miles McWalker story, chapter 22.
Sharing more of this anonymous true story from a real friend that can't come forward as they are. Sort of stuck in a life sentence. If you have a story you want me to share anonymous for you, let me know.
Most of those people at 92 to 94% CO2 get released from the hospital and may be diagnosed with lifelong COPD or CHF or other breathing problems, and then medical devices.
Yeah, and or medicines that may help some, though may make things way worse in various ways, some unforceable ways, per the disclaimers and lawsuit class action. And lawsuit class action, commercial claims against the subsidiaries of the big pharma, big names with big games. Though the hospitals get to justify the need for funding and donations, X showing they are doing a real good job helping lots of people and releasing a decent number of people back to the public that maybe didn't even need or wanna go in, just they were talked into it by good intention. Book readers to try to be people healers, and not talking about all the people that don't walk out of there, that did walk in there. Let's just look at the numbers and stuff that makes us feel good right now, and later like candy. Wait, what when said the rooster to the hen, someone doesn't make it there, they say we can't help everyone. Or maybe if they got here sooner, or excuses like they were a smoker or had one of those many of an acronym, leaving you dim, of a so-called explainable slow death sentence to someone in a white coat spoke over them for money.
Later one day just
Progress so fast while in the hospital, like congestive heart failure, or more not the real problems, like they were overweight, not looking at life habits, or they came in here with problems. We tried our best to solve them, often in the blind to their own doings, because they followed the detailed protocols. And some people are resilient enough to survive the sort of rich protocols that sometimes maybe hurts, that kills more people than anyone seems to put thought in. Because all the money, some protocols make it scary to challenge, and there's a conflict of interest for many. And because the earlier lies noted, and it seems to fix a protocol, a better one needs to be written, we often think. Let's think about the so-called psychology behind telling people they have a problem. Isn't that a bit like a curse to or towards them, as we say we are here to help them? Do you think telling someone that they are dying does not have an effect on them? I've seen so-called psychology in action, it happens. None of this is acting. Think about what you're maybe standing
McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 22.
Let's just look at the numbers and stuff that makes us feel good right now and later like candy. Wait, what? When said the rooster to the hens?
True story from a real friend that can't come forward as they're sort of stuck in a real life sentence, stuck. They needed this somehow shared publicly because of how many it could help you privately too, so not to hurt anyone. Like a real modern priest is how I teach and remember the least.
Doesn't mean I have to remember a name, as I respect the name and disrespect the unfair game. If you have a story you want me to share,
Anonymous for you, let me know. I've had the humble honor, I don't think that's the right word, to share a handful of stories with you, some old ones as far back as thousands of years ago, some from today's even, as we continue into chapter 22.
I looked at many eyes during then and none of them understood what they as a giant team that isn't communicating together effectively compiled mostly of gossip workers from animals reporting. And at best scientists practicing medicine experimentation did to someone let me mention that was walking around having a pretty great life to find a popular simple medical device for kind of his whole life. He just had a smaller threshold perimeter range of stamina, though could do everything a 5-year-old could do, up until a bunch of strangers had a new never seen him before, stolen from his family within less than 1 minute of communication and no altercation or issues caused from the parents, just a misreading of the situation from another total outsider outside the room from child services. I presume the sole custody as the dad was climbing on the bed to help soothe the child crying for him to get them to stop. As I explained verbally, we just have to let them hurry up and put the mask on for a few minutes to see this isn't the problem like they thinking they will be able to hear what we are trying to tell them then. So as the nurse on the window side suggested, the dad was halfway climbing on the bed to help calm his 5-year-old as he was terrified, never been through anything like this. People were treating him like he was dying when we walked in there, just wanting a referral to see a second specialist on our option for him. Because one person last month wants to do a surgery within the next 8 years at the max of the statistical range. He knows to be true, though it's limited data that included death as a step. And he wasn't exactly bad, like needing that now. She agreed, though at next place that wanted 10,000 to skip the hour. And the doctor hasn't even made it into the room yet. And I acknowledge they couldn't hear me yet. About his pulse oximetry number has always been lower than the book, as they were frantic and they needed to follow the quick protocol. Understood and knew temporarily the high flow oxygen wasn't gonna cause cellular destruction like prolonged exposure does to people, like maybe they did as the parents. Immediately blindsided in exile for around a month, and the hospital was left totally in the blind, trying to treat a problem that didn't actually exist, at least not at all like how they made him. He was running around right before they took him to bed, ridden and can't take one step and gasping to breathe. To be continued, the Miles McWalker story, chapter 23. Chapter 23. Chapter 23.
yet privately too, so not to hurt anyone. Could have a real modern priest. How I teach I and remember the least doesn't mean I have to remember a name. 'Cause I respect the name and disrespect the unfair game.
If you have a story you want to forget, anonymous for you, let me know. I've had the humble honor, I don't think that's the right word, humble duty, to share a handful of stories with you. Some old ones as far back as thousands of years ago, some from the todays even, as we continue into chapter 20. I looked in many eyes during then, and none of them understood what they, as a giant team that isn't communicating together effectively, compiled mostly of gossip workers from NMS, reporting in their best, scientists practicing medicine, experimentations. Did to someone let me mention that was walking around having a pretty great life, defying a popular simple medical device for kind of his whole life. He just had a smaller threshold or perimeter range of stamina, though could do everything a 5-year-old could do, up until a bunch of strangers at a new ER that never seen him before stole him from his family within less than 1 minute of communication, and no altercation, no issues caused from the parents, just a misreading of the situation from another total outsider outside the room from child services, I presume, that stole custody as the dad was climbing on the bed to help soothe the child crying for him to get him to stop. As I explained verbally, we just have to let him hurry up and put the mask on for a few minutes to see this isn't the problem like they think, and they will be able to hear what we are trying to tell them then. So as the nurse on the window side suggested, the dad was halfway climbing on the bed to help calm his 5-year-old. As he was terrified, never been through anything like this. People were treating him like he was dying when we walked in there, just wanting a referral to see a second specialist on our options for him. Because one person last month wants to do a surgery within the next 8 years at the max of the statistical range she knows to be true, though it's limited data that included death as a step, and he wasn't exactly bad like needing that. Now she agreed, though at next place I wanted 10,000 to skip the ER, and the doctor hasn't even made it into the room yet, and I acknowledged they couldn't hear me yet about his pulse oximetry number has always been lower than the book, as they were frantic and they needed to follow their quick protocol. I understood and knew temporarily the high flow oxygen wasn't gonna cause cellular destruction like prolonged exposure does to people, like maybe they did as a parents, immediately blindsided and exiled for around a month in the hospital, was left totally in the blind trying to treat a problem that didn't actually exist, at least not at all like how they made him. He was running around right before they took him to, and can't take one step and gasping to breathe. To be continued. The Miles McWalker story, chapter 23.
So just trying to save their own jobs and stick to what they thought they were doing, because they all read the same story from different books saying the same thing, as if they didn't hear me or us. And many of the so-called experts didn't even get to see him until the low-level staff had him all terrified, drugged up and separated from his family. As a little kid just around 5 years old that can't even speak for himself to explain his 1 in a million or so type situations that they really never seen before, and the book doesn't warn them about. And somehow, from a present discrimination, from past discrimination,
From a criminalistic nation, saying shuns and acting like they nuns of the mother.
what the mother or like mother doing with Godzilla, who's really acting a god killer.
I got kicked out so I could not explain to them what they needed to know to protect even them.
Yet I say no names to just attack the problems,
Not the people.
as I more than see my equal at the steeple of the temple. This is such a short variant of the real experience. I looked into a common belief that isn't so bad of a sin, sort of.
And if everyone is in it together,
Trust in the books,
because they didn't need to read between the lines.
most people read in the lines fine. Very few were special, not good or bad, just special to such lines. Very used reasons why.
Some a lot.
So I don't think I can go after organizations without going after people in the process, as they in the middle, in a way.
So that creates a real dilemma for me, as I don't want to complicate anyone's life for the peace of their ancestors that may be affected by their children here in what we call life for the living. And thus why I ask you, if you hurt me, please help me. I've not hurt you and do not want to. I do struggle, I do cry. Most days for longer now than you probably realize, and that's okay. I hide it good. I think I try not to think about this stuff really. Hopefully last time I think about it. Fuzz Lightyear, Bar Command, do you read me?
Over.
You ever ask yourself, is this hell? And if so, what did I do to get here?
I've thought that sometimes too, and do not know what to say. Maybe been there, though it's not all there.
The Miles McWalker story.
Chapter Tories.
What do I do?
What do I do?
I see reality maybe clearly, invertingly, across spectrums of renditions of reality, fragments of the totality of what is all that be. And I can't be the only one that sees.
And says take your time, treat each other kind. We are a gift, please let me remind you of we. It's not such a mystery from whence came mystery. Yes, sure
Was
is.
like potpourri, proper punk rock be like just a color of light. You're doing alright, keep up the good fight. You'll see the light and the need to keep doing it right. Even when it all seems wrong, God made you strong. The sunshine does help heal you along. Among good living words, hear the living bones. From where the life force flows down in the narrow. You're talking about a spiritual marrow. I love you and the sparrow. It's not about being a pharaoh. It's about seeing far, yo. And yet still near. Hold your loved ones dear. Be careful with anyone you try to steer away from what you saw in your rearview mirror. There is a slight difference, friends from fear and reverie.
The brown cooked marshmallow to perfection versus a little farther. It's flames to charcoaly. Though even that can have its place if we talking about toasty to roasty coffee beans.
Removing beams from eyes and adding windows to seeing the gifts from God to us with good trust. We must do our best. Our best gets better. Seeing personal performance like the weather. Sometimes we know we could do better because it's been better and will be better again. Because we have to take a moment and really look at what you have. It's okay to both raise and lower around some standards. Personal best sees good rest if you think about the rest of us too. Do what you do. Some people be the judgy and no budgie and their budgie and no bungee cord.
I seen the lie and it says I'm not a good guy for saying don't buy the truth with money, it just costs. Paying attention to life and everything it mentions.
Know that good intentions are not enough alone. That kind of thing will leave you more than alone. It's the highway to, I won't even say, you already know that way. There is like endless ways to get there, it seems.
Like the opposite of making a light work. This isn't light work, though faster than light works. The flash respects is only like a beast. Do you really want peace? That's just ooh. Maybe focus on what you tune into reality. Aren't you tired of hearing about the casualties of the faculty of more than just factories? These are mommies and daddies and sons and daughters, and good intentions are not enough alone. The page ripped from the Miles McWalker story. Chapter 25. Chapter 25. Chapter 25.
The Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 12, Dr. Ayagi.
I happen to bring up post-oxygen sensor issues to the world another time, 2 years later after. Or is it before here? Years before and after, I already tried bringing up this exact problem in hyperbole to co-workers. When I first noticed the problem, I'm patient 15 years ago. Happy with less than 95% spore 2 that did not need to be gassed up and taken to the hospital. Though the rules were the rules, not in real patient favor. Years before my son was even here, and why I stopped pursuing doctor school. From things I witnessed, I did not want to sometimes hurt people that were fine. And saying they are fine, yet sort of forcing them, because we have this training book that says such and such is more true than what a real person is saying. And call it helping, because a book and other people tell me it's what they need, when often they die or don't come back from what we did. And many of these protocols I've yet to see really do much good, often just seen them chase some.
Like forcing an IV on someone that would have happily taken a water bottle instead.
And the probability of surgery is like almost 0%. They are out hiking and got lost in the thirsty though. Someone's protocol said they needed to stick them with an IV so they could get their minimum sticks in for the year. I felt bad for the old people that wanted to just go back to bed, and many should have been allowed to. If the hospital keep just sending them home anyways after giving them another set of big deals they can't pay and didn't want though. They were 2% lower than 95% spoke to, as they usually are. Though the book says or said for years they need medical care, under 95% spoke to. When that is not accurate for around 3 billion people. So, maybe per the inventor that was ignored like I have been. It's called planned inflation. It's called loading the deck. It's wrong to only include half of the inventor's expression about the tool's accuracy in the medical dreaming books for all these years, and caused billions of dollars in medical expense spending on fluff type non-real medical emergencies that hide among real medical emergencies, with the same numbers though falsely showing a much higher success rate of our protocols and medical practices than they really have. No one believes a convicted thief though. Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 13, Rocky.
Once upon a time, a boy, not yet a man with a family van. 17 on his own with a 1980s Ford truck that most of the time was stuck. That you could believe in bad luck. More time under the hood than on the road is a true story to be told, and carries a message worth more than all the gold. The young man got a humble job holding a sign that was part-time, wasn't enough money. So got a second gig with the same company to put up large new real estate development signs saying open house and stuff just on the weekend, and take them back down Sunday night. The young man on these Friday and Sunday nights would put up, then later take down the large 4x8 foot plus signs in these new development and construction sites all over the big city valley that he was new to the area of. A stranger or alien in a new land, basically first time on his own. He moved out here for a fresh start and heard there was a new construction boom, providing good jobs for young men, and he had years of experience already. He was hopeful and ambitious to make an honest living and experience the American dream. He put the years into school, never dropped out, and had some college education at that point too. Those two jobs so far barely covered the gas to do the job.
Cover the gobs. He cried after picking up a third job, delivering newspapers for something like 14 hours a day. And when done for the day, driving back thoroughly exhausted, doing the math, realized he lost like $40 or more for working all day at these not even minimum wage type gimmick jobs in a big city that didn't include any gas money. He broke down in full tears for how hard life was and being scared he wouldn't be able to pay rent working all day and owing money instead of making money.
Next evening the soul was down, Friday evening again. Time to go put out the signs, I put up all over out there in new places. I was apart from each other for the weekend, one of these places my last stop for the night. I saw a dumpster full of wooden pallets that were 48 by 52 inches. That means they worth $5 a piece. And the dumpster was full of them and miscellaneous trash. He was so happy though, paused, and here is his biggest sin. He thought in that moment there may be someone even poorer than him that needs these to feed his family versus me, who is very poor, though just has to feed me. And he then sort of made an excuse to continue, as if the hypothetical poor father with kids to feed will find other pallets or something. Then it's not his problem. He is here now, other guy that doesn't exist as far as I really know. May never show up before these go to the dump.
Please stick around for chapter 2 of the Miles McWalker story, Tent City.
Tent City.
Chapter 2 of the Miles McWalker story, Tent City.
Usually he would notice these nice pallets, not in dumpsters though, in stacked piles as though to be collected by someone rather obviously. And he always left those alone, as he wasn't trying to taste iniquity. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord is one way to say it, and he was living it on his. Was home around 3 or 4 a.m. now, very tired from working this sort of new late shift that took extra effort to gather and tie down safely all those pallets, and looking like the opening scenes from Beverly Hillbillies with his old beat. A truck loaded with pallets standing out like a sore thumb. The all strapped down safely, not doing a thing wrong. Pulled over at the last stoplight from his home. Cops tell me I am stealing, and don't believe me when I try to explain where I got them, because I barely know where I got them. First time I went there was then or last week. So what if I live in the ghetto? It was the only place I could afford. I seem tired, I am tired. I just told you I've been working for hours across this huge city and wanna go to bed.
I'm almost home.
Oh, you live over there?
The cops say they called someone and they are pressing charges.
They high-fived for arresting me, I think I saw. And I think about when people hide the rest of my life, it seems. I know I heard them talk about a quota and praising each other for another rest, and how close one of them are to winning a prize or bonus, and that I'm some kind of stupid for dumpster diving.
Do you know about the Tent City? Tent City, Tent City in operation for 24 years, with them burning degree temperatures in the shade of the tents in the summer, and 40 degrees in the winters with rain pouring.
is where it all starts. After spending maybe only some hours in jail, I am awoken to go to pre-trial. The cop tells me in a friendly, genuinely caring way, if I say not guilty to the judge, I will stay in jail for around a year, most likely before I get to talk to a judge again.
They are very backed up.
I said I didn't do anything though. He said again what he said before we got out of the elevator, and then I was chained to a bunch of other people and we stood before a TV judge. I had to say no low contender, meaning no contest though. Not guilty exactly. I was given a small theft charge that looks bad on records. It doesn't mention pallets from dumpster, just tells people theft controlled property sounds pretty bad and created a lifelong prejudice in people. I will show you how bad life is sometimes for an innocent person with a wrongful record.
Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 3. Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 3.
At first I had to pay a fine. Didn't seem that bad then at 17. Got out same day though, had to literally run many blocks to the tow yard before closing and being charged more money from them too. Then fell back asleep under my truck just outside the tow yard. I was ironically trying to get it working again after they towed it and tore it up, looking for drugs or something that wouldn't start. Tinkered with it for hours there, I fell asleep on the streets literally.
And woke up in the peaceful cooler, dark among my new home, a person of the streets with only days left to pay rent.
I was alive at least.
Oh,
No one attacked me and stole my wallet with only a few dollars left in it or so.
had about
Just enough to pay the impound fee. That was an instant relief that not everyone was so bad. At least the people of the street didn't rob me too at my weakest time. I don't know when the last time I ate or had a drink either. I went back to tinkering and got it to start.
and got home hundreds of dollars for
Exhausted and confused,
sad and mad and such.
pretty much totally broke when I should have made a couple $100 from all that honest work. Try to make sense of what happened and that somehow it must have been my fault. I thought it must have been my fault somehow for years. Even now I still wonder a little. I wonder if you really hate me so much.
And that this is a terrible mistake for me to share this
Full
truth with you, and that I should just carry it.
perhaps back to the grave, and try to just enjoy the little time I have here. Though I remember hearing about Tent City too. If you can't house your inmates and are putting them in tents, maybe the truth I share with you is ever more true to what your problem there is.
Bad policing practices,
Some of your officers practice deception,
so they'll get through that.
cannot tell the truth, and are comfortable siding with the wrong choice. That is often easy, like charging an innocent person while they let an armed robber get away, and or hurt his family is what I testify to. When this wrong record didn't stop there. Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 4.
The guardian angel.
There was a thief, though it wasn't me, and who could I tell? I was already there and they threatened to keep me there for a year.
If I talk to them about what happened, her appeal costed more money than I had within the year or so. To appeal, I really did try to appeal it. I had every intention to appeal it. The label as a thief really set me back on getting jobs, don't you know? I told the short version of the dumpster pallet story during maybe 1,000s of job interviews over my prime workforce lifetime. Only a few people ever believed me and gave me a job. That is nothing compared to all the prejudice by police over the years and denial of jobs over the years, because everyone still thinks I'm a thief when I didn't do anything wrong. And they keep adding nonsense to this false record they've been making. I got it set aside within the first year or so, though that did nothing really.
Please listen to this. 21 years of mistreatment is what followed, despite me doing my best to put it behind me over again. I'm not saying every police interaction was bad, no. I eventually got so tired of it, I tried to just become a police officer for some years.
So maybe they would hear me as their brother then. Settled mostly on being a firefighter. Life was still very hard with my record. I'm not complaining, this is not about me at all. Really, it's about what I said in the opening lines. I'm not here to judge you, I'm here to warn you that there may be other innocent people that will judge you, and this is as far as I can help with that. Jesus said if there is no one that has anything against you, then I don't either. If there is no one to judge you, then I won't either. Even. So I gave you just the real point as I am convicted to share it. One of many real examples of the dangerous prejudice from police that follow. Garage doors open slowly and dorky. Carefree me with a big smile on my face and a cigarette on way to my lips. Thinking my friend from a food bank, we volunteer together at his visiting for the first time. Maybe like we talked about recently. Because I hear an unfamiliar car engine outside, and I think I heard come outside.
Garage door opening slowly though.
Now enough for me to start seeing a panorama view of maybe 30 or more super tense cops with assault rifles pointed at me real seriously. As my smile changes to a oh snizzy kissy face, wishing I had a button to roll the door back down as I slowly take my maybe last puff ever. Let's hear it, hands up! And I am thinking what the Franklin Roosevelt is going on. What do they think I could have did for all this? Being screamed at on your knees!
On your knees. On your belly.
On my belly, yes!
On your lily.
Do this!
Crawl across the road on the hot pavement. Crawl, going down.
Hey, okay.
Okay, what is going on, guys?
When I get over there, what is this about?
We will tell you when we get you in the car.
Read my not real rights and put in a squad car for a long time, telling me an armed robber was reported to have jumped the fence. What? You gotta go check on my family! They didn't believe me, they really thought I did something all over again, all on their own. Felt like some lifetimes with what followed, hands cuffed behind my back, watching units leaving and no one standing around with guns anymore. And no one is even gonna check my house and family to see if they are safe. Do you know how long I sat there unable to protect my family, having to watch all of this from the outside in the blind?
Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 5, domestic terrorism.
The Miles McWalker story, chapter 5, domestic terrorism with ice, yeah. I almost went to prison for armed robbery. I never had anything to do to, like 15 years later, right, still being discriminated with prejudice because an armed robber jumped my fence, maybe is what they said. Someone saw someone jump my fence, or the neighbors maybe, and I matched the description enough. It's tank top and shorts, man, it's the desert, everyone but you.
Cops is wearing tank tops and shorts.
When I asked why are you pointing guns at me, yelling at me that I am under arrest and made me crawl across the road to you.
I said,
What?
there's an armed robber that jumped my fence, you say. As I'm getting put in a cop car and I don't fight back because I can't. I have a broken back from saving part of the world during the federal government shutdown, so I can't even bother to hulk out of this and save my family. I can barely walk and almost every day have been in pain since then. So I had to use my words.
She asks who is all in there. It's just my family in there. Please go check on them.
Okay, I looked into her or something, though I felt mid-short conversation and she turned off from believing me at all, and that was terrifying. To be among your reality yet now, nah?
Terrified now for my family as I'm held prisoner, forced to watch and do nothing yet calm and clearly. I asked them again, and the cop lady wasn't exactly believing me as she walked away and left me alone there locked up, looking out the windows assessing the situation from the cop car cuffed in the back, and most of them are now standing around in a circle like the call is over, like they got the bad guy and having chit-chat talk. All those so-called hero people in panorama view that had assault rifles pointed at me on a Saturday afternoon, now standing around like the call is over for like a long time, though it is not. Oh my gee, if I had tattoos on my arm, I would've gone to prison that day for what I asked you. It was 20 minutes or so later, some of them actually went to investigate and clear the house for me, though not for me, as I was still handcuffed in the back of a car. They did it because my mom and wife finally got to thinking, where is he at? And then saw all the cop cars outside, so came outside, and they now pointing guns at her and yelling at her now to get her hands up while
Holding a baby. She was yelling back, I can't, I'm holding a baby. What is going on?
I already told them 20 minutes ago, my wife and kids are in there, please go check on them, and they did not. They left my family in the danger zone that they knew about and made me sit and watch, being able to do nothing with worst case scenario thoughts racing through my head. If I was telling the truth all these times and not being believed,
Then seriously, please think about how many other people this is. Maybe true for two, that have not been believed by the peace and protection people you have entrusted over us, that sometimes are doing the opposite of good police work. Think about it, they determined my family was not worth protecting. Why was my honest word that is as good as an honest word as your own not good enough to protect my family? Love is supposed to cover over wrong. I was even a disabled firefighter from the line of duty at that point in life, and I still was treated with no honor or trust. Isn't that disgusting? One of your disabled, selfless domestic veterans, a real American humble hero, is a family man, even at that, without any support or compensation or aid, and treated like a real criminal most his life, and just keeps dragging on quietly all the way to the end. Maybe you should hear what I have to say. Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story, please. Enjoy chapter 6. Reality check. The Miles McWalker story, please enjoy chapter 6. Reality check. I have no idea who the armed robber ever was, okay, really. No idea, no shady friends. Hear me on this, I was a full-time security guard and volunteered at a food bank then. And it's so serious how bad people mistreat people here from prejudices of sometimes false records that can't be removed once you make them.
the cops that they looked at my record that ironically they gave me.
I didn't give me that record as I did not steal those pallets to begin with, and told them that then too, and was not believed. They try to add to that record that since I have a record of staying a thief, I must have upgraded to armed robbery, easy, closed case, blah 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 lies, murderous lies, and criminalistic assumptions from who?
The danger here is that their statistics showing some of these upgraded criminals. I bet you are just like me.
not even criminals at all. Innocent poor and no representation, just arrogant tops going off of assumptions that they have good judgment when some have the opposite. And certainly must not be a foolproof system of what has happened to me many times now, as you can see from these few real examples I share, though the list is sadly much longer.
I got a bit of a rap sheet of stuff I didn't do, though, because I have a record. No one believes me when I tell them how it really is. They just quickly add stuff to it. You ever been thrown up against a cop car and your life threatened? I sure have. Don't wanna tell you his name or what he looked like though. Probably shouldn't have been a cop that one. That was over a dog barking report from that not so withered neighbor that was throwing rocks. Thanks bud though, no one listens to me right. I'm used to that. Swear I stopped trying a long time ago for me at saying anything about any of this. Do you know how many job rejection letters I got that said they couldn't tell me why?
Abusive neighbor that would literally shoot my dogs with a BB gun, then call the cops saying they barking. Turns out he was a special type of neighbor to the people before me too, but the cops never put those things together. I and others saw him do this. Once I even waved at him and asked him what he was doing. That said, I don't think that is going to get them to stop barking at you though. The opposite, and he shut his door. And I went back to my life or so, I thought. Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 7, Average Joe. The Miles McWalker story, Chapter 7, Average Joe. And I went back to my life. Tried living in the secret, you bet to be nice to them and earn their trust a bit. I was only out there because he recently told me they bark when I leave. So I tested what he said, I believed him mostly because no one believes me. And then saw him shoot my dogs and then yes, they started barking at him. I smiled when I weighed, I was in awe of what I witnessed. Even more in awe when like a couple hours later the cops show up and give me a threatening and ticket about my dogs barking for the first time. Then I asked them who sent you, yeah, because I had trouble believing the audacity of my neighbor. Perhaps like who would be so foolish? Surely shooting someone's dogs with a BB gun and making a kind of false report to the police is worse than someone's dogs barking. I didn't want them to go to prison, maybe. They told me they couldn't tell me. They failed at giving me the right to face my accuser. If they would have told me right, then it was him. I would have told them right then what actually happened, because that is nuts. Though I stayed a true good neighbor and did not rat on him for what he actually did that day. And do you know what happened? He got way worse of a neighbor. Weird stuff, man. And the cops never believed me when I told them how it really is. He was a bit nutty, would blame me for all the dogs in the neighborhood is what it is. Even though mom were inside all the time after a while, I never tried to bother anyone, especially not him. I learned to live like a quiet ninja, man. He still was blaming me for the other dogs in the neighborhood. I saying I need to cut out their voice boxes. I or my wife eventually spoke loudly in front of the police, though addressing the neighbor watching. If you would stop harassing us and giving me fines, I could afford to move. He chilled out for a bit, I moved, and what a relief. Though again, do you see the pattern of discrimination that followed? I was given a wrong record, and it followed me terribly throughout life and prevented some real justice. People kept not believing me as an honest witness, on that I couldn't be trusted. And the cops choose to believe a liar and problem. That is a lot of discrimination and terrifying to consider, isn't it? The record doesn't show theft or wooden pallets, right? It just shows theft, controlled property that sells so much worries, right? Do you
You know I've had more guns pointed at me than I can remember as I was going about my peaceful, simple life. Been reminded some people just will always think I am a criminal. I can still feel the fingers on the triggers pointed at me. I've never been able to enjoy cops and robbers with my kids, though I loved that game as a kid. I was left with a sort of unreasonable fear of others. I'm scared to make new friends or talk to people freely, though I used to greet everyone with a smile and such. I cried a lie in private over the years. I hide it from everyone. When someone repeatedly gets in trouble without doing anything wrong, that makes them afraid of something that sometimes isn't there, and sometimes it is there. And it's sort of always here for me, because it's not up to me if it's here. It's not just a record, it's an ID, though it's not mine, but I can't get away from it.
The Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 8, The Good Cop. The discrimination continues with even the fib. You know who you are. The cops again discriminated against me and kidnapped my kid, and they hurt him terribly under medical neglect because they didn't know what they were dealing with. He was unique, a 1 in a million or billion or so type of unique, and didn't read right on some of the common medical equipment in a way that makes people think he is way worse than he was. And it was no news to me. As we struggled with life near the edge sort of existence for a long time, researching all we could, leaving no stone uncovered, looking for a solution to heal him, to save him. Every day in my life for a long time, that was my way. Sometimes it seemed it was almost better from all the healthy living we were doing. Then one day the cops get involved in something they know nothing about because our insurance randomly dropped, so we missed a follow-up appointment with someone that just recently told us they want to do a surgery that includes death as a step, and they have pretty good ODs of bringing him back to life. I'll bring him back to life. I was like, well, let's hold on and think about this. He's currently running around playing and sustaining life on his own. Not as great as others, though above the line of immediate concern of right now sort of thing, right, Doc? And the doctor very much agreed that we don't need to rush. We may have years before we need to do this, though she thought we would eventually need to do this surgery that included death as a step with pretty good odds of bringing him back. That is a probably near most serious question for parents to ever process for a 5-year-old. Insurance strangely drops, strangers show up same day or so of missing that follow-up routine, non-emergent appointment of discussing options. Yet they won't say who sent them. They didn't even have a gov vehicle or cop badge. Only one had an ID, though it was a black and white cheat badge. Anyone could have made though. They are investigating our kids, yet the business had her paperwork. The central office line goes to a cell phone, not an automated type system. People showed up to investigate my kids with essentially fraudulent paperwork, and that terrified me too, that I could not validate them or understand why they are here. We said we told the doctor we needed to reschedule the appointment because they missed riots, try saying they won't cover us anymore, and no real reason why. So I had to figure that out. God, I needed a complete white tie Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 9, Washington.
Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 9, Washington in Maine. Trying to get a referral without insurance to another specialist for this life-threatening special condition, though. At the entry-level place to get a referral, the person freaked out over the faulty equipment and was yelling at him that he was dying repeatedly. She yelled it at him and dropping her hand like a hammer over and over that he is dying. And it was the first time he ever heard he was dying. We protected him from even hearing that this whole time.
Thanks, quick course, LPN lady was not dying.
We protected him from even hearing that this whole time.
Dying.
Thanks, quick course, LPN lady. He was not dying. We walked in here, I know exactly how you were thinking, so I'm doing my best not to be offended, though I am getting terribly hurt and discouraged from this experience of being yelled at and treated like I'm the one being ignorant. You were the one to skip chief complaint and skip learn about his past pertinent medical history and rushed in the room for the first time, not even looking at him yet. Just screaming at me about the finger pulse, reading the CNA brought to you, and that he is dying. Made some bad, quick assumptions too.
Used to work like you.
You used all the tools you use and read all the books you read. I had to go a little farther in some areas when some things weren't making sense with some unique situations, and then learn the full truth of certain matters most will never have to know. My son said he was scared and wanted to go. I said, me too, son. I thought, well, we were going somewhere else to get the referral. There's still a few business hours of the day left. As this is feeling dangerous to us, she's trying to rush him by ambulance to another ER, not hearing anything I'm saying. I was prepared that this could happen, and why I wanted to take my time at finding a second opinion. Really hard when the insurance drops and have to pay out of pocket and given only 24 hours. Though I didn't even get 24 hours to find a doctor, and now places won't see us. Because I didn't have $10,000 to give him up front right then to be seen by appointment without referral, and not through the ER because of how the ER would act towards him. The ER is not a specialist doctor by any means, dang it.
Though because they're gossip nonsense.
A young boy was forced to go through the hurt and kidnapped for over a month from his old family. As they hurt him and almost or maybe did even kill him then, from all the nonsense drugs they put on him that he didn't need it. We walked in there and he could not walk out there from what they did to him. His whole family, parents and even grandparents denied to see him for over a month, without even 1 minute to explain his unique situation to the new hospital. As if they know everything without knowing anything. The patient past history report was totally denied to be given from the parents, the only ones actually taking care of him his whole life to this moment. Really, I didn't get 1 minute to speak to the doctors. As a retired past medical professional with one long-term patient, I am with every day my son and needed to give a patient report on him for proper transfer of care. Though I was denied and exiled the whole family over a month from our little boy. Why? How could this really happen? Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 10. Near the end.
story. Please enjoy chapter 10 near the end.
Though I was denied, I patiently waited for them to hurry up and do their initial rapid assessment and textbook responses of treatment that I knew weren't gonna hurt him right away. Though prolonged forced over oxygen exposure alone can really hurt anyone. Because canister oxygen is hundreds of times more pure than oxygen in the air. In the natural air, oxygen is only about 20% of it. Most of the air we breathe is nitrogen, they say. So 100% oxygen gas is a lot more than 20% we are used to in the air, and over-oxygenation changes us at a cellular level. Not in a cool way. Look up oxygen toxicity. So imagine that. A medical professional with a patient he delivered into this world himself and been with every day that has a super unique custom care plan. This guy never even had a spanking and never been yelled at yet. So we don't offset his fragile homeostasis. He, a 5-year-old, is now stuck with a bunch of strangers treating him like he is dying, and all the textbook stuff is only making him worse because he has never been at the numbers they are trying to force him to get to, and that is so dangerous. They are doing even more worse things to him, thinking they are somehow saving him by trying to make him read an oxygen saturation level that the book says everyone should be at, even though he has never been at that level. And the inventor agrees with me about the product's limits, and that the medical education publishers misinterpreted what the inventor said into their favor and the business world's favor of making a wonder medical device for everyone. When the full truth is 30% of people the inventor said it is not that accurate for, and there is a lot of variables that can throw it off further. It works good on most healthy people though. The more sick or the farther from the baseline formula of red blood cells, the less it works accurate. Imagine being that parent that is so very smart on all these things then and denied the right to speak for their child at the time their child needs them to advocate for them the most. Wasn't allowed 1 minute to talk with the doctors there. Do you think it is impossible to die from the pressure of such a world as I could not save my son peacefully over such a long time? None of the attorneys would help me. I called all of them with all of the business hours of every day. I wailed on the phone with countless people begging someone to help us.
So many made excuses not to. Don't worry, this is as close to hell as I hope any of you ever get. I am trying to save you all from hell, don't you know? I don't have to do this though when you've been where I've been.
At least as I am. I don't wish it on anyone really. Never did I went somewhere I didn't belong. I didn't deceive anyone into sending me there. I fell asleep crying, I woke up gasping on my tears, still crying. And then when the hours of business started, I was already there with lists of people to call next for this next day. I kept it together with many of them too that I called, though I did burst into tears on many calls as I was rejected yet again from anyone helping me save my son that was being tortured.
So many made excuses not to heal. So many wouldn't just do their job. Make them all practice. This didn't happen then. Some said in the call back later. I said heal. I said I need to help him now, not later. Please help.
Can't help, it's out of our scope. You are the last of all the billboard medical malpractice attorneys that say you can help on the side. Sorry.
Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy chapter 11, Shepherd Protocol. So do you see why I had to tell my story of the prejudice and discrimination that no one thinks is really that big of a problem from the so-called Justice Department of casual gossip workers at Band-Aid stations that overlap? There was no need for them to jump in and take away custody like that. Total assumptive nonsense that equates to real domestic terrorism from the people that are supposed to protect us from such years without any trouble or harassment. And finally a quiet life I had with nice neighbors, trying to have a fresh start in a new place, far from the hoods.
died. Though after I couldn't save my son from something that didn't need to be done. As you can see, there was no urgency of surgery. They didn't do the surgery until 40 days or so later, while they had him on higher drug doses of things such as atenolol than someone of his weight should have been on by, like 300-500% overdose levels. That is known to cause a person to be gasping for breath. Though I told them this that first day I saw him, despite being threatened they would take all my kids away. If I questioned anything they were doing, I had to still question that. They did reduce his dose on their own accord, quietly, slowly over days, as to not take accountability and try to outsmart me, as if they didn't know who was with me the whole time, watching through my eyes, keeping me calm. As they then forced the surgery to cover this up and said if I did not sign, they were taking the rest of my kids too, and I would never see any of them again. Probably they've been threatening me with these words for over a month. Now remember please the tormentive thoughts put on innocent parents stuck in the middle. Though again for me, G has been with me a long time before they showed up ever yet. That these bad things still have happened to me, so I am very much in the middle, just like a Job in the old books. So I cannot boast, I tell the full truth. I ask for you to pay attention to this story. If I could have spoke freely for my kid as the advocate that I am, none of that would have happened to him. I was peacefully without innocent exile from the hospital, with the notes in my hand I printed and brought with me from the doctor, an inventor regarding the faulty medical equipment. All medical vets know about being at least a somewhat real problem for years, though the rookies are clueless because the medical training book tells us not the full truth about the medical product. I patiently waited for the doctor to get in the room and asked, when you have a moment, please read this. It's important about his condition that most people don't understand. At this moment he is crying for me to be back at his side, as they are forcing the most emergency situation type high flow oxygen mask on him at 15 liters a minute, which would be okay for a little bit. One nurse suggests I crawl on the bed with him to help soothe him. I say yes, thanks, good idea. And midway up the bed I was exiled by some lady in the hall I never met, saying she took custody. Exiled immediately from the grounds, no paperwork for hours, total nonsense. Over 30 days later did I see him again, and now he cannot walk or talk and barely breathe from what they did. He was running around playing, doing kung fu the time they took him, just to show how naughty emergency he was in. The Miles McWalker story. Chapter 13, Rocky. I did a part of what the field is supposed to do for the people, and I did it for 100% free. I investigated a real problem and found real solutions with G. They did none of that. No investigation into the $1 billion plus type problem. I said affects so many people that have no real advocate. I stood there looking a fib agent in the eyes in the elevator the evening before they kidnapped my kid, kindly telling him the real problem. I was holding in my hand those papers from the inventor that almost everyone overlooked, and how big it sort of really is without addressing him officially, so that to them, game could continue, perhaps. So they had time to maybe think about what they were doing, though, to me. It's not a game. I stand as one of the innocent slain and speak on behalf of many that you do not even know their name. Long ago, before much of this stuff happened, I cried. I think what G&G said helped heal my heart, and I said, okay. No one believes
proves a thief though. I wouldn't want to hire a thief either, can't trust her. Remember though, I didn't steal those pallets, and I didn't rob that convenience store at gunpoint either though. Was on my way to prison for it, for around over an hour in cuffs, as they wouldn't protect my family from a real criminal, maybe in the yard or house. At this point with my family being, I had no idea about that dude until I was in cuffs, so they told me. And in another time and place, after getting branded by your city, I did have a crazy neighbor that was abusive beyond your imagination, that probably is still harassing people, really weird passive-aggressive stuff. My roof was covered in rocks, thrown one at a time over a long tide, and the police in the other city never bothered to help me. They saw my roof, they turned away and said, he is the one that calls about dogs barking again, and gave me many tickets and even took me to jail over him calling. They complaining so much, even though the dogs were in the house. Even while I was on my first and only firefighting shift in that town, I was fired when I got out of jail to go to my next shift, because I got arrested as soon as I got home from my first shift and got to sleep in jail again. And they knew about it already, about half my shift. The crew disassociated from me. I thought they were maybe dealing with job or life stress. I didn't know it was me somehow yet, because my dogs are barking from inside my house that this guy is throwing rocks at my house again. I told him I got a good job and trying to move, and yet the dogs were not barking in front of any of us, and the police admitted they did not hear them barking. Just he keeps calling it and threatening them. They were inside still, and I went to jail and lost my job to satisfy, or maybe real criminal manipulating the police. I asked to let my dogs out for a little bit before being officially arrested yet again on my way home from work. For what? I told them. They thought I put the rocks on the roof though. Please think about that. I was stuck there too. Dogs and the abuse, sort of. Why didn't they put the so-called rappers together that he harassed the previous neighbors too before me? And that is the only way I got out of that alive, was by investigating and calling on the people of the past that shared ground with me, though we never knew each other, so their testimonies in court help. I was pinned down from that maniac's lies, trying to murder my dog. It seems a liar knows no end. That is how far he manipulated justice, and yet never was charged. I just got to go free. Go free. Again. Again. Thank you for enjoying the Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Chapter 14, Joe. Scott, the Guardian. The Miles McWalker story. Chapter 14, John Scott, the Guardian. Please enjoy. He was here, another dog with similar barks, as you could barely hear mine bark from inside. Like any of the ones behind my house or on either side. Maybe on the freaking hill, right? Though they were like, no, not a dog, they are rich and so it's cool. The cops didn't believe all those rocks on my roof were from them trying to hit my dogs for no fair reason. Their random hours, blaming my dogs for all the dogs in the area. Almost every yard had a dog. Why was only I profiled and harassed like that? Because I was the only one with a record there. I to this day do not understand how somehow could have such an audacity of ignorance and arrogance, other than, like I said, I have a theory about deception. It is double-edged true and makes the lie teller fall into their own lie in a way they don't even know the truth anymore. If what I say is true, then please let these words aid in healing what I said. Okay, too. Can you believe this innocent person that was honestly told seconds before seeing the TV judge teamed up with other people that at least one person did steal something? Because I asked the guy next to me, what you do? And he stole some watches or something. And I said, okay, like what can I say about you with me standing chained next to you? And yet still as a child, in a strange cold place, told just a moment before, if you're clean not guilty, you will stay in jail about a year awaiting trial. This place is super backed up right now. Per the guard, I said, what? I didn't do anything wrong. They were wooden pallets from a dumpster man across town where I work. And the cop didn't believe me or even look did not steal. You can't steal from a dumpster that is truly legitimate trash. Not saying all dumpsters are fair game, nope. This one though was fair game. It was miscellaneous trash at a construction site that I was working at as a contractor, doing a little extra good of what I considered a sort of recycling public service, and intended on using that money to help pay my rent. Every job interview has also been an interrogation as to if people believe I am not a thief enough anymore to hire me or not. And most of the time they decided not to hire me. I have many times thought the real discrimination is people turn off and do not believe me regardless of what I say. Oh, how pure I share the truth I am. I have always had to apply for hundreds of jobs before getting one. I would spend a full-time amount of hours for months trying to get a job. Every time I needed one, it was never easy, and that charge just instantly disqualified me from many jobs, more than you probably realize. Just like you probably didn't realize some of your police force could be such bad judges of character that they would not believe a begging, scared, disabled firefighter and father to please go clear the house if there is an armed robber here, and instead stand around and aid and abet the armed robber and having 20-40 minutes possibly in my house with my family, because they assumed I was a thief that upgraded to armed robbery, is what they so dangerously wrongfully assumed, because I was in shorts and a tank top in Glendale, or because someone stole my truck a few months ago that I never knew though, assumed I was rich enough to steal from, instead of that was my only family vehicle and work vehicle. I lost so much stuff that he stole, no restitution, and you said it's probably in Mexico right now. Probably won't find it. Thanks. Thank you for enjoying that. The Miles McWalker story. Please enjoy Jack Kiffle's Teen Lady. And then Crump.
From the hidden stash, chapter 31, Boj. And the darkness left the eyes of Isaac, and he saw the two sons of Jacob, Levi and Judah, and he said, Are these thy sons, my son? For they are like thee. And he said unto him that they were truly his sons. And thou hast truly seen that they are truly my sons. And they came near to him. And he turned and kissed them and embraced them both together. And the spirit of prophecy came down into his mouth. And he took Levi by his right hand and Judah by his left. And he turned to Levi first and began to bless him first and said unto him, May the God of all, the very Lord of all the ages, bless thee and thy children throughout all the ages. And may the Lord give to thee and to thy seed greatness and great glory, and cause thee and thy seed from among all flesh to approach him to serve in his sanctuary as the angels of the presence and as the holy ones. As they shall the seed of thy sons be for glory and greatness and holiness, and may he make them great unto all the ages. And they shall be judges and princes and chiefs of all the seed of the sons of Jacob. They shall speak the word of the Lord in righteousness, and they shall judge all his judgments in righteousness. And they shall declare my ways to Jacob, and my paths to Israel. The blessing of the Lord shall be given in their mouths, to bless all the seed of the beloved. Thy mother has called thy name Levi, and justly has she called thy name. Thou shalt be joined to the Lord, and be the companion of all the sons of Jacob. Let his table be thine, and do thou and the sons eat therefore. And may thy table be full unto all generations, and thy food fail not unto all the ages.
And let all who hate thee fall down before thee, and let all thy adversaries be rooted out and perish. And blessed be he that blesses thee, and cursed be every nation that curses thee.
And to Judah he said, May the Lord give thee strength and power to tread down all that hate thee. A prince shalt thou be, thou and one of thy sons over the sons of Jacob. May thy name and the name of thy sons go forth and traverse every land and region. And shall the Gentiles fear before thy face, and all the nations shall quake.
And all the people shall quake, and they shall be the help of Jacob, and in thee be found the salvation of Israel. And when thou sittest on the throne of honor of thy righteousness, there shall be great peace for all the seed of the sons of the beloved. Blessed be he that blesseth thee, and all that hate thee, and afflict thee, and curse thee, shall be rooted out and destroyed from the earth, and be accursed. And turning he kissed him again, and embraced him, and rejoiced greatly, for he had seen the sons of Jacob, his son in very truth. In the verse 16 chapter 31, they O.J. Miles McWalker
From the private stash, from an old book. And I exceedingly fear and tremble because of you, lest he shall suffer again. For behold, ye have accused him that he sought power and authority over you. But I know that he hath not sought for power nor authority over you, but he has sought the glory of God and your own eternal welfare.
He have murmured because he have been plain unto you. You say that he hath used sharpness, you say that he hath been angry with you. But behold, his sharpness was the sharpness of the power of the word of God, which was in him. And that which ye call anger was the truth
confessing boldly concerning your iniquities.
And it must needs be that the power of God must be with him.